Can't wait to go to Nashville. It's like, I'll drop the painting off. We should go all the way with that one. Fuck it. We're eyeballing it. We're going live, people. Double check your shit. Double check your shit. Triple check your shit. Triple check your shit. Check. Check your shit. One shot. Get one shot. One setup. Cameras rolling once. Don't want it to look fucked up. Right. So you double check your shit.
Yeah.
We need something right here. Need something right here. Maybe even a bigger one. They may be like, I wish some of them were a little bigger. I think we should go a little wider. Mm-hmm. So much of this is just like taping. Tape. I don't think I've ever used this much tape before on a job. I don't think I've ever used this much tape. Or this much actual like purposeful blending. I don't like it. Some of these gradients look like Berkey, fucking John Berkey paints like spaceships. We've got spaceships going through space, and they've got like Doppler effect fucking exhaust. Where like when the ship is like coming towards you, it's all fucking hot, and then when it's going away from you, it's all like fucking blues and shit. Fucking ass. Little bit wobbly. Okay. So, on a project like this, and with the time that I have, I don't even think anybody's listening. I think they're listening to the music. So right now I'm thinking, I stand up, I start looking at composition, I sit down, I start thinking about what colors are going to get laid down first. And I start thinking about that paint. That paint's going to have to dry. So while that paint's drying, I'm going to cut out some more stencils so that when the paint's dry, I can then lay that other layer on. The last layer. And then we can get to the logos. The logos will be fun. Logos will be fun. It's like just tracing and filling in shapes. Glad I found this extra fucking roll of tape too, bruh. One right here. One right there. And then this one right here. Right? Higher. We don't want any of them like lining up. We want them all to be like overlapping. Some cool way. What's up? Oh shit. What's going on, guys? Everybody's in here. All the cool kids. Start at the top. I'm actually painting. I'm actually gonna do some painting. What's up, Three Goblin? What's going on? No one. Everybody stands up for this shit. Angelo! Angelo! I'm doing the drinks, Angelo! Good morning. Yeah, I don't live in a basement. My wife doesn't throw sandwiches down at me in the basement. I have the Una. It's cold. It's cold. The paint was frozen this morning. The paint was frozen this morning. He's a big boy, man. He is a big boy. That camera is like, oh, look at me. I can talk super shit. But then as soon as you like see him, yo, he is just fucking grotesque, dude. Motherfucker needs to prioritize, not fight with me, not spurg out with fucking Air July. He needs to get on a hardcore diet of fucking broccoli and chicken. He needs to go on walks, maybe even stream while he's walking. You know, he needs to prioritize his shit if he wants to keep walking on this planet, because he can't be that fucking fat and be his age. And like, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. So we were best friends? If we were best friends, I'd be like, dude, you gotta fucking control that fucking weight, dude. Like, he's a big fucking Gandolfini fan. That guy fucking killed himself with food. Just saying. Just saying. All right. I'm gonna step on this area so I don't show my ass. I know you memers out there. Go. You know what I'm gonna do with this one? I'm gonna go fucking wide. Let's see, this one, and then we'll go one over. Fucking madman. I'm gonna have to push this up a little. Adjust, adapt, complete the mission. Complete the mission. Finish the job. Bring home the bacon. That's your fucking all that matters. Complete the mission. Come home. Bring the bacon. Proverbial bacon. I tell you, I like me some bacon. Damn. It's got to get longer, too. Wiggles is like, what the hell are you listening to? This doesn't sound American. Let me use my thumb. Use my index finger to measure. We good? We good? I hope my index fingers the same length? Yeah. I love it, woman. Oh, Paco Pucoto. Never go to Picoto. So tell me. Power play. Fuck. Ethan would call this hibbity jibbity music. All right. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'm a little hesitant to put out my link. I would love for Patrick to hop on, but I'm a little hesitant to put out my link because I don't want my show or my stream to be some fucking platform to people to fucking bitch and play fucking gay ops on. Think about that. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'm gonna take the music too. You watch the fucking paint dry. Actually, the paint's already dry. I'm just gonna go get some more coffee. I want to think about it. You guys think about it. Patrick, we'd love to have you on, but I don't want any fucking gay ops. Be right back. Because when come back, I put my fucking boots on. All right, I put my boots on. Get it. Stop being a cat, dude.
Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't wanna call nobody else. Do it to yourself. You might use it when you feel better. Boom, 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 boom. When you get home. Boom, 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 boom. Charge my headbuds. Cause we can have a change of heart. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. My hair. Get a haircut. That's no joke. I need a haircut. What's up, dude?
What's happening?
Just sitting here painting.
How do you get that paint to dry, dude? It's too fucking cold.
Real thin, dude. I'm laying it down like super thin, and then I'm taking the pieces of wood and like scraping it so it's even like thinner.
Yeah, what's your mill thickness on that, buddy?
Micro, dude. Like,
You know there is the
as
mill
thick as like
thickness
two
meter
pieces
for
of
paint.
duct tape. Is that what you mean?
No, the mill thickness is how thick the paint is on whatever medium it's on.
Oh, okay. It is. Yeah, it's super thin right now.
That's a very technical number, I'll have to say.
That is. It's super thin. I don't have anything to calibrate it,
You
but
need a
it
mill
is.
meter. Where's
I
your
do.
mill meter? Get it out. Let's do this.
Do I sound muffled when I have my hood on?
Nah, you're fine.
Do I? Because I heard a stream
It's
the
a
other day, and I
little
was
muffly, but it's all right.
I was like, nobody told me I sounded, but I was fucking bundled up, so fuck them.
You get what you pay for on this channel, you know?
Yeah. I think I like to. I think I give a little value.
Yeah. You got memberships and whatnot these days?
I do have a membership plan, and all the streams that like everybody's like, oh, he's taking his stream down. I'm not. I'm just moving them into my members only thing.
So it's members only, not subscribers only?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So that's upper echelon and whatnot. Nice.
Well, I don't want to delete the videos, but I don't want them to just like clip and snip my shit. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
them
like,
clippers.
yeah, I'm a motherfucking clipper. So I just like, it's like, all right, well, I'll show it, and then I monetize it or whatever, and then you can't clip it, or at least that's what I think. So I don't know. It's like, why make it easier? Why make it easy on them?
Yeah.
But I don't have any members, so so it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm sure there's like somebody on the other side, like right now, just like fucking recording this, in case like that boy fucking says something crazy and he deletes it. I'll have it. So I'm living on somebody's hard drive.
I mean, there's archivists out there, anyways. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna say any names, but you know who you are.
yeah, dude. And it's not it's a little like, what else do you do in your life, bro? But there's some on both sides. There's people on this side who
I
are
don't
like,
look at it like that. I mean, they're doing the world a service.
yeah. But it's just like what you download somebody's every live stream and you have this shit. You're like, holy fuck, man.
That's a major mega hard drive, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm just like, damn, like.
Although I think they go on a website. I don't know. I've just heard things. I've not participated with such activity.
Yeah, you used to hang out with the echelon, the top dogs on the porch.
I wouldn't call them that, you know. But yeah, I used to catch a lot of flack because they'd ask me on those shows, and people get real mad. I never understood the anger part of it.
Why people were mad that you were on their show? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was. I don't know the reasoning, but yeah, they get mad, or they tell me, "Oh, you destroyed Jack show again." It's like, all right, well, what do you want?
sorry, you fucking just like gave them a scoop of real in their fucking ice cream. You're like,
Yeah, I
here's
used to
some
hang out.
here's some
You know,
broccoli.
like
Yeah.
for me, it was just like going to the bar because I don't go in the bars anymore. So
Hmm.
I'll just get shit hammered and go on a show, or I'd be in chat. I I have just as much fun in a chat anyway. I don't need to be on a panel.
Yeah.
Some people like get real mad if they're not up on panel though. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, you get that little hit of fucking. Oh, there's 2,000 people watching me. It's a little dopamine hit.
Do you get that? I don't get that.
Not for me, but some people. Some people I've heard. They start talking about how like nervous they get and shit. So it's like it affects them in some way. Oh man, there's so many people watching. It's like
Yeah, the
don't
first
look at
time I was
don't look
on
at that number. You
panel,
know what I mean? Don't look
first
at the number.
first time I went on a panel, I was nervous, I guess, and then didn't last for very long.
Yeah, I always thought the panels. I like the panels that feel like I'm at the comic book store talking shit.
I never really hung out at
Those are the
comic
ones
book
that I
stores.
prefer. You didn't? Yeah, that was like you go buy your comic books on new comic book day, and you kind of hang out. You talk to the proprietor, the manager or owner of the comic book store.
I will
As
say
you're
this.
as you're sitting there, like other people come in. It's the weirdest thing. Like comic book stores, dude, are like you'll be talking to the fucking owner, and then if you're talking about, say, Green Lantern, right?
Yeah.
Like somebody can walk in and just like jump into the conversation, and you won't be like, "Yeah, who the fuck are you?" You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're just like somebody be like, "Hey man, on this thing," da, 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 and you could like it's a total like you turn and suddenly like that person's in the conversation, and there's no kind of weird like decorum foul. You know
Have
what
you
I
ever
mean?
got
Like,
into a heated argument over some fucking technicality of lore regarding a comic book in said comic book shop?
yeah. When I was younger, we used to get like heated about shit. You know what I mean? Like who would win in a fight and stuff. But it was never like
Did y'all
it
take it
never.
to the parking lot?
Nah, dude, it never escalated to like you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Wolverine could totally beat Iron Man. Fuck you. And then you take it. No, like, nah, dude. Like me and my brothers like fought over like other shit. But it was funny. The only time we were at a comic book store when I was younger and a fight broke out, it was between two other brothers and they were fighting over like Magic the Gathering or something. Like they had like a table in the back of the thing, or a couple tables in the back, and there was like some kids playing fucking Magic or whatever the fuck, it was some card game.
Yeah.
And suddenly like these two kids start fucking rolling around, the table gets flipped over and shit. The owner like runs over there and is like, "I'm gonna have to call your fucking mom. Is that what I need to do?"
So like is every comic book shop owner kind of like the Simpsons character?
I have met a couple of those. I've
Oh,
met a
really?
couple of those. Yeah, bro.
That's an accurate depiction.
A little bit, man, a little bit, but not all of them. Not all of them. Like, not all of them. Like, there was a comic book store in Newport News called Atomic Comics, and it was run by like a Filipino family.
Okay.
And dude, the sister was like super hot. Like teenage boys, we'd go in there and this 23-year-old like little Filipino hottie was in there. We were just like,
So
can we
when
have
you
our
went to
can we
check
have our
out,
comics, please? Yeah, dude. She'd be like checking you out. Or not, not literally checking you out, she would be like ringing you up, you know what I mean? You'd just be like,
yeah, did she say you pay now? Did she say that?
nah, dude, no. She was like
Okay.
full American. Like she was into like Susie and the Banshees. Like that's
Oh,
the period. Like
I like me some sushi in the Banshees.
no, I do too, but she was like almost like proto goth. You know what I
Oh, so
mean?
she
This
had
is
like
like,
the T-shirt and shit. I got you.
yeah, yeah. She had like the bangles on her shit. She was like really into the death, the death character from Sandman.
I didn't see that. So
There's like
I'll
a
have to see
there was like a really big popular comic book at the time called Sandman, and there was like this little goth chick in the
Okay.
comic book, and she represented death,
Okay.
and like fucking every little fucking wafy chick, there was like a fuck ton. It was almost like you
Yeah,
could
the
pick out
Winona
the
Ryder look. Yeah, I got
yeah, dude. But it was like you go to the high school and be like, "There's a Madonna, there's a Madonna." In the '80s, like it was like you go to high school and be like, "There's a death, there's a death." There's a so she was like one of those chicks. But remember, she had like Susan the Banshee's sticker on her car on the parking lot.
Yeah, it is kind of pronounced like sushi, Sue. I think it's hard to pronounce. It's like sushi, Sue, not
Yeah,
sushi, not sushi. The
sushi.
quantum sushi, something else. You go to a sushi place for that.
Oh, you like sushi? So yeah, so that was so they were like a cool that was a cool shop.
Mhm.
Then there was another shop called Crusade Comics, and that was run by like some guy in the Navy and his buddy. I mean, they weren't gay. They both had like wives and stuff, but like one guy would go on deployment, and then when he was off deployment, would like work in the comic book store.
Wow.
And then like when he was off, like the guy who did the baseball card section like ran the whole thing. So it was like the store had like comic books and baseball cards.
So they weren't like a purist comic book shop because they had baseball cards.
Mm, yeah, yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like they're
yeah.
mixing genres a little bit.
Well, it was like these two guys were like, "Hey, let's get a fucking spot in the strip mall on Denby Boulevard." You know what I mean? And like, okay, we'll split it. Like, you take that side of the store, I'll take this side of the store, and we'll like kick it back and forth.
And plus, the jocks that would come in to get the baseball cards could just like put kids in headlocks and shit and be cool.
Yeah, no, they were fucking weirdos too. The baseball card kids were fucking weirdos.
I have a
And
box of baseball cards somewhere.
and this was like right before the whole like fleet card meltdown.
Uh huh.
Do you know about that? Like there was like some baseball card, and it was like, holy shit, it's somebody's rookie card. I forgot the name of the guy, but it was like a dude's rookie card.
Uh huh.
And it was like, here's the fucking, 1992 Derek Jeter card. I'm just making up shit, right? Here's the 1992 Derek Jeter card. Oh, Derek Jeter's fucking MVP of the year. So that card is now worth $50 a fucking pop, right?
Yeah.
So what the company do? They just start fucking reprinting that fucking card, dude. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, how
Devalue
much is
it out of it.
yeah. Well, they were like, oh, how much is the value of that card? Okay. And then like they were doing like secret deals with dealers and shit, and like giving like certain card dealers, like people who like had license to sell their shit.
Yeah.
Like here's like a fucking pack of fucking Derek Jeters. Hey, here's a stack of Derek Jeters for you. Sell them
I've
like you're
got.
from fucking last year. Like the whole fucking thing like kind of flopped. Like nobody you don't hear about baseball cards anymore, really, dude.
Well, I had some tops. I think I had some tops cards. I had a neighbor who his dad owned like a candy company or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably a retailer, but so like on my birthday parties, like he'd just give me like like a big old case of fucking cards.
I remember Tops. Like as a kid, I had like movie cards. Like I had a whole bunch of like Star Wars: A New Hope. There was like a series of cards,
Yeah, and they'd
you know,
have
that it
like
came out with.
on the back of the cards, like you could make like a puzzle of like.
Yeah, yeah, and on the front it would be like this fucking like screen stills from the movie. Like here's Vader, here's this and such, here's such and such.
Yeah, all shit you could
That
play, man.
I think I had one for Raiders of the Lost Ark. I had some for Jaws, Clash of the Titans. Like it was just like part of the movie was like, hey, you get some cards or
Right.
collect the cards from the movie. I think the last cards I gave a fuck about were like the Marvel ones. Like Marvel Comics came out with some trading cards in the 90s that was like a little bio on each person. But it had the really good artwork. It had like Art Adams and a whole bunch of other people fucking putting artwork into it.
I think I have a Reggie Jackson rookie card somewhere. Haven't seen it in forever, but he started out with the Oakland A's. Yeah, I got that one.
I had a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, I never
Dude.
got those. I saw them. I knew kids that had them.
I like couldn't have them. I wasn't supposed to have them.
Well, nobody was because they kind of frowned upon those things.
Yeah, so I had just like a giant stack of them out in the garage, like a brick of fucking Garbage Pail Kids, like with like two rubber bands wrapped around, two bands on them,
Yeah,
like
some of that shit was pretty.
stashed behind the camping stove and shit.
Some of that was pretty offensive stuff back then.
Yeah, yeah, but not as bad as like Mars Attacks cards, where you're seeing people and dogs and shit getting melted.
That movie's hilarious.
The movie's hilarious, dude. The cards are terrifying. If you ever check out the actual cards, they're fucking gnarly, dude. That's why I
didn't even know they
Mars
had cards
Attack.
for that.
Oh, dude. Okay, so Mars Attacks the movie is like a comedy, right? It's kind of like tongue in cheek, but the actual cards are like just straight up terror. Like the aliens are coming down and just fucking melting people, and people are screaming, and here's a depiction of a little girl getting melted while she's holding her dog. You
Yeah,
know
they
what I
had
mean? It's like fucking this crazy, dude. Like they just kind of played it goofy in the movie, but
I just thought it was funny, like when they would melt somebody down, like their bones would be either green or blue, I think. And it's like,
yeah,
well, how does that how does the gun make the decision?
I don't know. But in the cards, it'll show they'll use the heat rate, and then all the guys' guts will be spraying out.
Oh wow! Yeah, you didn't see that in the movie.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. The fucking the cards are super super gory,
I loved
gory.
how Slim Whitman took him down. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, and then it's the cards, it's the first series of cards, the aliens attack, and then the second series of cards, the humans fight back and shit. There's a whole narrative.
Uh-huh.
But there's no, it's they just show them beating on.
I like this, man. You got the Slim Whitman thing's hilarious, man.
Yeah, you can't think too hard about it, dude. I try not to, because I'd be like, what? Did they not listen to that on radio transmissions at any point when they were in Mars?
Probably not, because whoever stumbled upon it, it blew their brain to pieces.
Yeah, I remember sitting. I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be pretty good." And then I saw the first trailer and was like, "What the fuck, man? God damn, Tim Burton, you fucking weirdo."
Yeah, Tim Burton's.
But he's hit or miss, man. He's fucking hit or miss, dude.
You know what he isn't hit or miss about, man? He always hooks up with really hot women.
Did he hook up with Michelle Pfeiffer? or did he just hire
No,
her?
I don't think Michelle Pfeiffer. I know he's like now he's with what's the chick's name?
He was with Helen Bonham Carter for a while,
Yeah,
right?
like in her prime. Yeah,
Yeah, in her prime, dude.
like right coming off of Fight Club kind of a thing.
Fight Club and like Howard's End and shit.
Yeah, like Premiere Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, dude.
I think now he's
Like
with
before the English teeth set in and shit. Yeah.
yeah Monica Bellucci's who he's with now.
Monica
Holy
Bellucci, the chick
cow!
from the Matrix movie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, man.
What? Dude, wait a minute. I thought she was with the a French actor. I thought she was with
Oh, not no more. She ain't.
oh, I thought she was with the guy who was the Capoeira guy in the fucking Ocean 12 movie. Remember the Ocean 12? He was like the night fox.
Oh, was she with that guy? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, he was also in
I'll stumble upon this
Brotherhood
stuff
of the
every
Wolf.
once in a
He was
while,
in
but
this.
I'm like, Tim Burton, total nerd, hooking up with Monica Bellucci. It's like, what have I done with my
Yeah.
life?
See, it's like she's French, right? And the guy that she hooked up with, the actor, I was like, okay, that makes sense. He's a big
I'm
time
thinking
French
she's not
guy.
French, so much French, but Italian. Being that her name
Okay.
is Bellucci.
Okay. Sorry.
It's all right. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, he's been with some.
Wow. Who else
Yeah,
was he with? He wasn't. Who was okay? So who was he with during the Batman thing? Was he with anybody, or was he just this fucking kook?
let's see. Lisa Marie Smith. Let's see. She was 1992.
Lisa Marie, the chick from fucking the chick from Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Is that not Elvis Presley's ex-wife?
No, no, no. This is like some. That was the model from Mars Attacks, who
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
who bit. What's his name? Shit.
His fucking finger. Yeah, Martin Short's finger.
Yeah, Martin Short's finger off. Yeah.
She was also like in his
He's got an eye
Ed
for some
Wood
hot
movie.
ladies, dude. That's all I gotta tell you.
And he's got paper.
Well,
Having money don't hurt.
it don't hurt to be a movie director, I would say.
Nah, nah. I can't imagine him like using it though. Okay, I'm a
I
movie
mean, I
director.
don't think he went Weinstein with it, but yeah, he looks like a kid who's in art class. Like he's got
Yeah,
art class,
he was. He started off as like a fucking Disney animator.
right? And his first short was this thing called Frankenweenie, which was
Yeah, I remember it, dude.
yeah.
I remember that shit. I remember
Yeah, they should
seeing
be
it on
big into Tim
Amazing
Burton.
Stories, dude. Like, do you remember that show, Amazing Stories? Like, I
Uh-huh.
think that's the first time I saw Frankenweenie
Yeah,
was
Frankenweenie.
on
Wow.
that, or Frankendoggy or whatever the fuck it was called.
And he'll call back to that stuff in like all his movies. Like he'll always put in some reference, like with Monica Bellucci in this latest Beetlejuice movie.
Oh,
She's
she's
like
in it, huh?
yeah, she's like stapling her skin back together. So he's a big fan of like the stapled skin look.
Yeah, like como se dice, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
I tried to show that to my kids. They were not fucking interested. Oh, they were
it's
like,
like you got to be like
I'm
a
good.
artsy kind of. It's artsy shit, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the movie theater. Being, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Nightmare
I
Before
remember
Christmas.
went and saw that in the movie theater, and then on my birthday one year, we went and saw James and the Giant Peach.
Yep,
I was like, oh, that's all right. I was like, okay.
well, Batman was the big score. I mean, the first Batman movie.
Yeah, Batman fucking nailed it and gave him carte blanche. Beetlejuice. Before that was him showing he could do it.
Yeah, Beetlejuice had Alec Baldwin in it, which he's unrecognizable in that movie as Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, it's the young Alec Baldwin. It's like the young days.
Yeah, but he's also wearing like these big weird glasses, so you
yeah.
like you don't really
Look,
get it, and his hair is like a light brown, and
can I tell you, like, because I like watched the thing about The Shadow recently.
Oh,
like
God,
somebody was like,
terrible.
Dude, somebody was like, yo, The Shadow, like some of it holds up, some of it doesn't. They were like, dude, if this had been released in black and white, like it would have been fucking like more true. But anyway, so I was like watching it, and again, I go back to like, there's an alternate timeline where Alec Baldwin is fucking Bruce Wayne in the Batman movies, and Michael Keaton plays the fucking Joker. I think that would have fucking worked. Like,
I don't know. I mean, because
dude, look at
Jack
okay. Just hear me out.
Nicholson,
Hear me out. Hear me out. Watch Beetlejuice, and tell me that wouldn't be a scary fucking Joker. Like he's white. He's got green hair. He's got blackened in eyes. It's almost like what if like if Batman is like from the top, right? He's like from the elite of Gotham. You know, he's from the penthouses. Like the Joker could be some fucking homeless man. You know what I mean? Like he's like the Joker is like he's like riling up the homeless and shit. You know,
right?
Because that's what he looks like. Like he looks like a homeless fucking Joker in Beetlejuice. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because like when I watch it, it's
you
just like
can't
that's just
unsee Jack Nicholson as the Joker, though, man.
Yes, I know. But I'm also going, oh, look, that's Jack Nicholson as well, though. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's typically Jack Nicholson in every one of his movies.
Yeah.
Which worked back then. I mean, it's just kind of how it was.
Yeah.
It's like Clint Eastwood that's it. Like, you get that. You get Dirty Harry, bro. That's it.
Did Clint Eastwood ever? Well, Clint Eastwood did a couple of comedies, right?
I think he did something with Jeff Bridges, really old. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. But I mean, he's still Clint Eastwood. Like,
Yeah. Because I'm thinking like Any Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way You Can, like with the fucking with the chimpanzee.
yeah.
You know? And it's like, oh, that's funny, you know. The old lady is like, outsmarted by a damn banana brain. But like it's still like Clint Eastwood like fucking beating the shit out of somebody in the movie, you know?
Yeah, it's just
they're
like
still
that.
like straight up fucking like
I think his best, I mean, obviously his best acting performance to me was the Unforgiven.
Unforgiven is, oh my god, dude. Unforgiven is something that me and Zach have been like referencing in the new sci-fi shit that we're doing.
Yeah.
Not like we're not ripping it, but it was like, man, remember when this part? Yeah, that was fucking dope. Okay, yeah, let's have some of that flavor.
It's so sly because I mean the guy's totally not drinking. Like he gets sick kind of because he starts having all these memories of all the bad shit he's done in his life, and
yeah,
like
he gets like a fever and shit, right?
Yeah, he gets he gets like the flu or something, but and almost dies, and but no, it's so subtle when he finds out that they had caught his friend and killed him and mounted him to the front of the saloon. And he so subtly just starts drinking. I didn't even notice that he started drinking in that scene until like he was like halfway down this bottle. I'm like, holy shit, man! Like what?
What the just fuck working that bottle, dude. Yeah,
he's just pounding that thing.
I know it's fucking corny, dude, but like I think about that scene sometimes when I'm talking to people, when I'm talking to creators in Comicscape, when they're like, man, I don't want to fight. Like all this fighting, I don't want to fight. Like I think about that little kid in Unforgiven. He's like, I ain't no killer.
Yeah,
I ain't a killer like you. That's what I hear when these dudes are like, man, I just want to. I'm not here to fight. I just want to make comics. That's what I hear from them. I'm like, I ain't no killer like you.
Well, it is pretty.
I can't
gay to be fighting over comics. To be fair,
nah, dude, it's fucking dope.
It goes back to the story we were talking about at the comic book shop, you know. An argument's one thing, but you know, no reason to get personal.
When I say fighting, I mean fucking,
Oh well,
talking shit.
Twitter battling.
Yeah, yeah, fucking
I'm not even
Twitter,
on Twitter thing.
aka fucking Call of Duty lobby. Like
Oh yeah.
fucking, that's kind of how I treat it, dude. Like,
So when you like you shoot somebody down, you teabag them, that sort of thing.
dude, did you ever play Call of Duty back in the day?
I never did. It was
Bro,
kind of in, but I was
so
in between.
imagine like, you're playing, your 20-minute match or whatever, and then suddenly everybody is in the same lobby and everybody can talk. The
Right.
fucking shit talking, dude, was epic, was fucking legendary. Like the amount of shit talking that went on, they had to fucking write an algorithm to like stop it. Like you can't even
I've
fucking
heard
shit talk.
stories.
There's like AI that listens to you now. So if you start talking some real crazy shit on Call of Duty, yeah, dude, you get like, hey, your mic has been, your privileges have, like they won't stop you from playing, but like you can't, they'll mute your fucking mic on you.
Yeah.
Because it'll be like, what the fuck? Like at first you're like, wait a minute, did this guy just fucking report me? And then it's like, you're like, oh, it's the AI. They've got some kind of AI listening in.
Well, I mean, Call of Duty. I mean, there's a lot of bloodshed in that. So I can imagine there's a lot of trash talking that can be pretty excessive.
Dude, the trash talking on Grand Theft Auto Online, even crazier, dude. Even crazier. The quickness that shit got racist, real quick, dude. Real quick.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I can't play this anymore. Like my wife would come into the room and be like, who are you fucking talking to? Because you would just be like fighting and shooting each other, and like the mics are open. So like as you're fighting and shooting each other like across the city, you're like talking shit to the person. It's wild, dude.
Yeah, that's why I quit listening to like news radio shit, man. Just make me angry.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the news, those people, it's almost like the YouTube people, like they need some sort of like conflict, like the talk radio people can't just come on and be like, yeah, everything's cool. We're just fucking living the dream right now. Yeah, it's all good.
No worries.
No, there has to be like some sort of fucking, like nobody from those like movie review things like, yeah, so this week on movie review, we like them all. Nothing wrong. I say go see them all, man. Everything's cool. No, they gotta say something. I'm just talking shit for a long time.
No, it's like I used to listen to Rush, and then I'd listen to Neil Bortz. I'd listen who's around your area. I don't know if he's still around, but
I used to listen to Neil Bortz. I think he retired. I think he fucking.
I thought he did too. Like I thought he like bought an island or some shit.
Yeah, or like he was like, me and the missus are getting an RV and we're fucking off.
Yeah. He's a libertarian guy.
Oh yeah, big
like
time.
a real libertarian. I think he wrote like HR 25, which is like the fair tax. He came up with that with a congressman, and they proposed it. It's actually been
fucking love the fair tax. I mean, I'm okay with like finding out about the Kennedys and shit and Martin Luther King Jr. I think that's pretty fucking.
I wish Trump would embrace the fair tax.
I wish you would too. I wish you would too.
Because it's a bill, they could get it passed. They just would need to get all the earmarks off of it.
Yeah,
like every bill gets earmarked.
Yeah, it needs to be just something just super simple. It needs to be pure and simple. Yeah. Like
they kind of
shown it, you know what I mean? It'd get rid of the IRS. It'd get rid of like Ethan unblocked me so that he could ask for my tax paperwork.
What is that? Like I told him to go kick rocks, man.
Well, I can't. I mean, he was like, "Hey, I need you need to send your 10W49 or whatever the fuck it is, right?" And I was like, "You want me to pay taxes on a fucking on a cover that you're not going to publish?"
Wow.
And he was like, "Can you please send it over, please?" And then I was like, "Yeah, all right, man, I'll fucking get to it." Like
Oh, that's back when y'all were still like,
no, this is happening right now. This
oh
is
shit,
fucking like he's fucking like so he's like talking mad shit and is like asking me to
to
send him the
help you
paperwork,
out,
right? And I was like,
to
yeah,
help
yeah.
him out.
First off, I was like, you want me to fucking pay this? And then when I said that, he ran to Twitter and was like, Matt Barr's refusing to fucking pay his taxes.
Oh my god, dude.
Right. And I
What
was
the
like, dude,
f,
what the fuck
bro?
is your problem? I was like, why are you fucking turning this into content, dude? Can you just pay it, please? And can you just fill it out, please? And I was like, well, I was gonna fucking fill it out for you today, but motherfucker, I'm not gonna do it until the last fucking second. Fuck you. Wait.
Yeah, wait till April 15th, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. Like your sense of fucking urgency isn't mine, motherfucker. Like, especially it's like you spent a year talking about fake fucking medical issues, talking about my wife, and then you want me to fucking fill out some fucking tax paperwork for you, dude? Like, you fucking wait, dude.
Well, I mean, just
Because
from
he'll
telling
fucking,
the story
and
has
then
got
of
that
course,
too.
him saying that, naturally, him saying that just triggers the fucking, all of his little simps to be like, that bar doesn't do this. So I'm sure at some point somebody's gonna fucking will try to tag in the IRS. You know what I mean?
It's classic misdirection. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, how about stop talking shit all the time and act like a adult? Wake up.
Who, me or him?
Him.
Dude, I started 2005 like nice and quiet, dude. Like I'm not gonna talk shit. Like I saw them talking mad shit on New Year's Eve. I had spent New Year's Eve with my family and fucking was like, I'm not fucking with this shit. I'd rather get other shit done. And I mean, I'm still getting all this other cool shit done, but it's like I feel like I'm getting pulled in again.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I on one hand, I can see the advantage of not mentioning Pie Eater because all it does is give him ammo, so he goes and runs and makes up a lovely story for his audience, and then monetizes it with super chats.
Yeah, dude. Like
And I think that's
he's
kind of why,
fucking.
like, I was on a
That's
panel.
what it all is. It's like everything is just fucking content. Even his fucking wife's fucking illness is just fucking content for him,
I
dude.
was on a panel with Raptor, and he starts EFAP and whatever the fuck it is we were talking about. I don't even remember. But he calls us all comic book creators, and I'm going, what the fuck, dude? You just told your audience that we're comic creators? Like, not one person on that panel was a comic book creator. And he was implying that we were all jilted comic book creators, wannabe book creators. And it's like, dude, we used to be backers of you, dude. Like, get it fucking straight, you moron. Like, what the fuck? Didn't get it. I don't know what he's up to. It makes no sense, but I try to avoid, whatever he's got going on.
The original concept of Comicsgate is respecting and respecting the backers, respecting the fans, and he's fucking like,
Well, I don't think he's really doing that. So
no, not at all. That's what I was like. I was gonna
but
make a
that's how
joke. I was like,
Travis.
of course, he was like, oh, so either you do or you don't. Like everything I was saying as a joke, he would like flip it around. Like, okay, yeah, we'll fucking we'll do the contest, and I'll bring on Pan. Right, like each illustrator brings a person on to help talk shit, and I was like, all right, I'll bring on Pan, and that just fucking made him lose his shit. That just
Well, I mean,
made him
that goes back
fucking
to
trigger his
that.
fucking ass off, right? And then I was like, how about this? You accept the challenge, I concede, and then you spend the time working on fucking Rainbow the Brute for your backers. And then he was like, oh,
He
you
gets the
fucking Mr.
pages done.
Yeah, why don't you just fucking get the pages on, bitch? Right? Oh, so you don't want to challenge? Do you want to challenge with me or not? It's like, you fucking moron. Swear to God, dude. It's like, I was drawing comic books for 20 years. Like, what else are you doing? You fucking high school dropout? Like,
Yeah, I think, but these days
the
he's just
fuck?
kind of doing just enough. Like, I don't see, because there's other creators out there that are putting books out and things like that. And a
Yeah,
lot from Ethan
it's
lately has
hard to
been
talk shit. It's hard to talk shit about people who are just like putting out their books and their
right.
books are getting better. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And it's like, oh no, you gotta wait for the quality. It's like, dude, stop. Like,
yeah, they got their head down. They're just working on their shit, and I don't have any problem with that. But
no, I don't either. But Cyberfrog, like when I got the Cyberfrog, I was like, this is what people were waiting for.
well, on top of
Like
that, I think
nothing
the latest.
happens. You know what I mean? Like nothing happens. It's like he shows up, they hang out. Ethan draws a female pig with no tits. Like it's fucking bizarre.
Well, I mean, the
People's
latest on the
costumes are
Cyberfrog.
changing from one page to the next. People's costumes are changing. It's like you fucking phone this in, and then like right when the book is like, oh, like okay, something's interesting happened. Oh, that's the end.
The latest thing on Cyberfrog, he's doing a
Fucking
variant
crazy.
cover that he's crowdfunding, and literally he's just turning the color layer off of it and calling it
I
a
know,
black
I
and
know.
white cover.
I saw that. I saw that. Like
That is
he
such a
has
cop out, dude.
dude, I saw people like you know what it is? It's a fucking purity test, bro. It's a straight up fucking loyalty test. Like if you're a real fucking Frog fan, if you're a real Ethan fan,
Yeah,
you'll buy a book that you probably already own.
yeah.
It'll just be with a different cover.
I mean, it's just treating your audience like an ATM.
Like fucking idiots, dude. Like nothing's different. Like he has one campaign where it's like it's oversized, right?
Yeah,
Where it's like, oh, I'm doing
pretty
oversized
larger
artwork,
format.
which
Woo!
isn't, dude. I mean, to be honest, I when looking at the book, I'd like, even with some of this other books, I'd be like, it'd be better if these were bigger. Like there's a lot of like stuff going on. It'd be better if they're bigger. I want my book to be bigger. I want my book
Not
to be like,
not when you take the original scan, blow it up, and it's all fucking
no,
pixelated.
no,
Like he
no,
literally
no.
uses
Yeah,
shit
dude.
like
Yeah,
that.
the blow up that he did wasn't like the recent shit. He's like blowing up the Harris Comics shit. So it's just like, yeah, it looks all fucking wonky. So he puts out the new book. It's like, oh no, the line art variant. It's got line art on the cover. And it's like, all right, well, what's different on the inside? Oh well, I changed the dialogue. There's some dialogue changes. Oh, you mean you corrected the fucking grammar mistakes?
You
Okay.
edited it? What?
You fucking so you're saying you edited it? Okay. Right? You edited your book? Okay, sounds great, dude. What else you got? So it's just like what the fuck are you talking about? Like
No, I mean, I'm just seeing that
here's
as
my
like
analogy
doing.
is Blade Runner, right?
Yeah,
You get your director's cut of Blade Runner. Okay, this is the ultimate edition of this material.
yeah,
Then fucking 6 months later, they're like, here is the ultimate edition with a cover. The DVD cover is black and white, but this is the new ultimate edition of Blade Runner. It's got a
yeah,
black and white cover. You're like, oh, okay, well, is the movie different? They changed a couple of lines of dialogue.
yeah. Star Wars did that kind of a thing
Like,
with
what
all
the
their
fuck?
re-releases of the same freaking
Well,
movie.
to be fair, they added all kinds of fucking wonkety shit. You know what I mean? It's like if you're like, oh, here's Star Wars, and then here's the re-release of Star Wars. That seems like a fucking certain level of value in your
Well, he was
purchase because you
good.
got giant muckamucks walking around. You got all kinds of gobbledygoo
Some of the
aliens. The
early,
ships look better.
some of the early re-releases didn't involve the new 3D animation graphics. They just had treated the film like they had kind of
Yeah.
cleaned up the
Yeah,
film
because
and
there was like in
reprinted it.
Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, there's like matting squares on ships.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you see
Yeah.
these like
Yeah.
weird
Like
blocks
that.
going on ships, and like all that got cleaned up. I know,
Yeah.
like they added stuff. They added like the squadron of 3D X-wings They
Yeah,
added a whole bunch of like footage, that like made sense. So it
for
like
the
made
attack
sense to be like,
on the Death Star. Yeah, they added a
yeah,
bunch
yeah. So it's
of
like, okay,
shit.
that makes sense to like want to see this because he's like added a whole bunch of new shit. But changing the dialogue and then making the artwork on the cover black and white just doesn't feel.
Well,
It
just
feels like
turn
a
it. I mean,
cash grab, dude. It feels like a total cash grab.
well, just turning off your color layer
Yeah.
is kind of a cop out, in my opinion.
I mean, if you're like, yo, here's the line art edition of my book, it's all just the line. It's like an artist edition. That would fucking like. There's certain level of like value in that,
Right.
But it's just like, yo, I'm gonna re-release it with like a black and white cover.
Well, I mean, the variant covers
Fucking
are kind
line
of
up and suck his dick.
variant covers are kind of a cash grab on their own. But this is taking it to a whole new
Isn't that
level.
something Shane was all like poopy pants about? Like fucking variant covers or shit.
Oh,
That's what they do.
I think what happened with Shane, like he did a cover for Isom, and he found out how much Eric was charging for it, and he got butthurt because
Because he's a fucking pussy.
well, I think
Because he's
his
got
deal was
fucking
he wanted
brain
just more
damage.
money. Like he wasn't happy with the negotiated price of what he had originally said.
Dude. At his point in his career, that kind of fucking emotions should be fucking held. It shouldn't be like
Nah, you should be happy,
spurred out
man.
onto the fucking internet. You know what I mean? There's been times when I'm like, oh, I should have fucking asked for more money. But I'm not gonna like rage at these fucking companies, or rage at people for realizing, oh, I should have got fucking more. Like,
Or like if
the
if you're not
fuck,
happy
dude?
with
Just
the
fucking
negotiated price of why'd you agree to it? Like you didn't have
right.
to agree to it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see how that's Eric's fault. So
I don't
anyway,
see how it's Eric's fault enough to like shit on him for fucking over a year.
yeah, to cry about it for as long as that. I mean, I sort of saw it as like, okay, you got some issues with Eric. Okay, so you talk about it for a couple of weeks and then move along. But
That's what I thought. That was like one of the cracks in the foundation with me and Ethan, dude, was like, dude, fucking like this is more trash cast, more fucking trash cast, more trash cast. It was like,
it just
yeah, like
indicated to me that
if you had a problem with Eric, like, oh, you tried to talk to Eric and Eric replied to you that he doesn't want to fucking hear you, and then you share that DM, like give it like, okay, a week of content, like, okay, but like, yeah,
I'm being
not like
generous. I'm saying
fucking
a
2 years.
couple of weeks. See, okay, a couple of weeks. Give them a couple of weeks. But dude, we're into a year and a half of this shit. And I tapped out, man, because to me, all it says about
I
Ethan
tapped
is
out
that
after a couple of weeks, dude. And it was like, I definitely tapped out with the fucking 3D assets, 3D assets. Like, yes, he has fucking shitty 3D assets in his first book, dude. There's some 3D motherfucking assets in some CG King books, dude. So
well,
it's
and compare and contrast that Eric's first book with what Ethan turned out for his first book. I mean,
mhm.
it's night and day. Like if you looked at it from that perspective, but all it tells me is that Ethan really doesn't give a shit about independent creators when he's shitting on independent creators left and right.
Yeah.
It just doesn't ring true that he
It's the
really cares
same
about the
weird
movement.
tactics. It's very fucking mainstream tactics. It's the weird backroom shenanigans and fucking whisper networks.
Uh,
He just brought it to fucking Comicsgate. And
it's
he
weird.
brought professionals. Like he brought a whole bunch of pros who all fucking operate in that same mentality.
I don't see the
There you
other
go.
kings really associating themselves with a lot of the trash talking. It's kind of like I think Shane's doing it and Ethan's doing it, and that's about it. I don't know about Malin. I don't know what he's up to,
Shane
but
goes with wherever fucking Ethan's ball swing. Fucking that's where Shane goes.
I guess it's just weird. It just kind of demonstrates that he really doesn't care about the independent creator, and it's if he doesn't care about the independent creator, why should we care about him as an independent creator?
He used to be somebody.
I guess.
I used to be somebody. I used to be somebody. I gotta take some photos.
Oh, it's just me on panel. God damn. I don't know if I can entertain the crowd here, Matt.
Why? What's wrong?
Let's see what the chat's talking about. All right,
Oh
Angel.
yeah, pull up the chat. What's the chat doing? Like,
Akuma says I'm letting witches run wild in chat, but I don't have a wrench, Akuma. I can't really do a whole lot about the witches. Hen's blocked me. She won't let me see what she's up to. I gotta be incognito or something to see what she's up to. Let's see. Angela's there, Sark's there. That's about all I'm seeing. Angela, Sark, and I see Hen in there. And I've already burned a bunch of all the witches. So, I don't know what else.
what are they talking about? The people that I'm working for are asking for photos of my
Progress.
progress and like what the tools that I'm using.
That should be pretty easy. Update.
Yeah. But I'm like setting up like, oh, they want to use pictures for their shit. So I need to like,
How do you get a full format picture? That'd be tough because
I don't. These are like just progress photos.
I mean, I guess you could take some zoomed in pictures and patch them together, but I don't know. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I'm not fucking with that. I'm just like taking photos as I go because they want that shit. I guess they're like, can you send us photos of stuff that you're doing as you work because we want the story of the creation. We want the story.
Yeah, you can tell them bad your
I'm
back
like,
and over. Damn, I'm not you having to bend over for all that crap. Makes my back just.
yeah, dude, it's fucking. Yeah, how come you don't have a wrench, Patty?
You never give me one. That's why.
Hold on, dog. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What does that mean? Have a fabulous gaslighting fueled day? I don't know what are you talking about, Vicky?
I don't know. Me and Vicky never hung out, so I don't know where she's coming from on a lot of things.
Gotta love the Sloans. Patrick was on Risey's co-signing his spewing about Matt Barr, and here he is pretending he didn't. You
I
talking
don't.
shit about me?
I always go on Risey's show.
Talk shit. What was Risey saying? I was about to give you a wrench. I don't know now.
You don't gotta give me a wrench if you don't want to.
I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. Hold on.
Dang.
Timeouting you.
Does Risey, man?
Risey is a fucking small, weird woman. To be honest, like he said some shit. Like I guess like him and Raptor were talking. Raptor said something, and Risey took it upon himself to be the like arbiter of fucking Raptor, and was like telling me and Wiggles like shit that Raptor was saying, and it was just like.
I heard all the
What the fuck? Like, yeah, like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, man, shut the fuck up, dude. Like,
I've heard
stop
about.
trying to be fucking, like, I don't know. I don't know what the word for it is, but, like, nobody wants that. Like, stop doing that. Like, if Raptor has something to say, like, he could say it to us, and Raptor is aware of that.
Yeah.
So, like, him, like, playing these little, like, fucking, like, games is fucking, it was just gay as shit. And Wiggles called it out, and I called it out.
Yeah, I'll probably get in trouble. I mean, it's all right.
You're gonna get in trouble with fucking Risey for being here. I mean, again, dude.
I don't think he's like that. I don't think he cares.
You won't be the fucking first person. I had a king fucking call me. He was like, "Hey, can I get your number?" Sure. I'm talking to one of the CG kings. He's like, "Man, I can't be on your show, or I'm gonna get fucking grief. I need Ethan to like promote my shit." I'm like,
I don't. Yeah,
I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" I was like, "All right, man, you go do your fucking You fucking think, bro.
I could see Ethan being like that. Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
No, it doesn't shock me either. But I haven't said that. I haven't given anybody any kind of fucking ultimatums.
Yeah, I don't do the
Ultimatums.
association thing, Vicky. But
Is
that's
Vicky still here?
I don't
Is
see
she
it.
talking?
She was talking earlier. Like
Yeah, I guess she boogied. Use an iFish lens. It'll capture more if you have a DSR or a mic mirrorless camera.
are you got a wireless setup on your like you got like a clip mic on or something? How are you doing your audio?
Through my earbuds.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Yeah, well, you know what? When he starts talking about fucking my wife, and he starts talking like some crazy shit, you know, I don't think you were in the Discord, Tree Goblin. I don't think you were in the Discord when he was fucking drunk as fuck, spewing his stupid shit. And yeah, in the moment, I was like, dude, how many more months do we have to fucking deal with you? Because he's fucking been like, oh, I got 6 more months and then I'm gonna die. I got 6 months to live. So yeah, when you're talking about fucking my wife, better be fucking sure, dude, that I'm gonna fucking start bringing up the amount of time that you got on this fucking planet. And now you got a tree goblin here fucking sucking Risey off. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that dude. He's not a fucking. He's a weirdo. Because you can't fucking, like, you don't know what you're gonna deal with. Like, 1 second he'll be like sober and talking normal, and then the next second he's like drunk as fuck, like just saying the most vile shit. And then it's like, oh, and then the next morning he's fucking sober and like doesn't remember what he says. Like I'm just not. I don't have the bandwidth or the emotional fucking free space to fucking deal with that. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anywho.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna use my brushes actually.
We'll just see what Tree Goblin's up to.
You know what? I'm gonna let this sit for a second. Can you talk about
Oh
the
shit, you got
structure?
Dario in your chat, man. If I had a wrench, I don't know. He might be in trouble.
I need you to talk about concrete and the structural integrity of concrete and how it is the building block of the future. And I'll
Well,
be right back.
you're talking about reinforced concrete.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'll be right back.
I was gonna suggest for you.
I'm gonna get more coffee.
All right. Well, I think what we ought to talk Matt into, chat, is a nice epoxy flooring for his garage. Because that flat concrete, you kind of want to seal it. And they have some really nice finishes for epoxy coatings you can do in your garage that could sort of tighten up his garage space, make it more of like a man cave space. Get him some hose reels, you know, get some toolboxes up in that bitch. Look at Dario talking that shit. What's up, Dario? Oh, it sounds like Matt's working on his aquarium bubbler at the minute. So put a nice epoxy floor in there, Matt. We got to get you hooked up with that. Yeah, man, because it just cracks. It's gonna crack on you. You want to seal that bastard. In fact, if you find cracks, you want to put adhesive on the cracks, and then you want to seal it up. Yeah, go get him. Go get Dario, Tree Goblin. Go get him. Let's see, is Angela still here? Or is she popping in and out? Yeah, get a nice sort of farm sink, maybe put it up in your garage so you can clean off your brushes in a sophisticated manner. But yeah, get you some toolboxes, some organization stuff, maybe. Yeah, we get you hooked up, dude. Well, Dario, you can't be pulling out shotguns on streams, dude. That's fucked up. Oh, I'm reading it. I'm reading the chat. See, I'm on y'all are getting a delay. So I see things real time, Akuma. Wow, shots fired, Angela Curry. I'm seeing stuff as it's happening real time, but y'all got to deal with the delay. So there's like, I don't know, I think it's like 10 seconds or something. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I think the chat, there is no delay, but as far as the audio and video, there is a delay. Yeah, don't be pulling out your pew-pews there, Dario. It sends a bad signal to the host of the show, man. I gave him a list of options, Angela. I don't know what he decided to go with. Angela was asking about garage doors. I made a bunch of suggestions to Dillard for garage doors. I don't know what he went with. I don't know what he went with.
I wonder how cold it is. If it's fucking real freezing outside, I might close the door again.
You need to get like a turbo heater, man.
Yeah.
I pulled mine out because I had my hose bibs were freezing up, and I wanted to get my torpedo heater outside to kind of thaw it out. Well, it turns out my pipes had frozen all the way down at the meter, and I had to call the water company to come clear it out because they have access to it. I don't have access to it. But it's been like 0. Like right now here, it's like 12 degrees right now. It's 9:32 a.m. where I'm at.
Yeah, I don't know. I might close the doors.
I got to keep water running, or that shit'll freeze up.
We got a little like fucking jackets, like little faucet jackets.
Yeah, I got all that too. I actually have heat cords wrapped around my pipes outside. But the problem is that that's the county water meter. So
so if it breaks, they'll be fucking charging you for it, right?
they're not going to charge me, man. They got to fix it. But if it happens on the other side of their meter, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I saw somebody got like this. It was like a news report of somebody getting like an insane bill because like the pipe had broken in their yard and they didn't know it. You know what I mean? It was like
Yeah, when I was in the city, that
$10,000 bill. You know, they're like, what the fuck?
well, when I lived in the city, the water pipe bursted at the meter on their side, but and I was still getting water. But I mean, their water lines were garbage anyway. Just have lower pressure. Like
Are you breaking up or am I?
it's you. It ain't me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. I think it was you. It's because you're moving around.
Maybe I should close my door.
I don't know. What's your temperature out there?
I don't know. I
You
don't
don't
know. I
have.
don't know.
We need to get you a thermometer, man.
True.
I got this really good thermometer from Braun, and it's got a remote that you can stick in a location outdoors, and you got one inside, so it'll read your interior temperature and your exterior temperature. And it's all wireless. It's pretty cool.
Hmm. Shit, I gotta pour this. Yeah, at some point I'll care.
Well, I mean, if you're painting stuff, dude, you kind of need to know what the temperature is, right?
Yeah. Usually I just say
Because
fuck it. I just do it live. I don't really think about it. I'm just like, all right, I gotta deal with it.
you're eyeballing it. I get it.
Yeah. I guess it's like my mentor, the guy who I like first started painting with and shit. Like he was very chaotic and like by the seat of his pants. Like everything was just insane for him. Like he lived in the chaos.
Yeah.
So I have like some of his habits and then I have like some of mine. But yeah, I guess I should think about like what's the temperature? How,
Yeah.
I just like muscle through it. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, fuck.
Yeah, man. Oh, the chat and I were talking about we need to get you to put in a epoxy floor for your garage
Why?
because it's superior to what you got going on with just the open clear slab. Plus, if you have an oil leak, it's not going to stain your concrete. You park vehicles in that thing, yeah?
On this side, yeah.
So yeah, it'll deal with like
Epoxy, huh?
and the fluids that have a tendency to just fuck up your slab. But you get a nice epoxy coating in there, and you don't have to worry about that. I built like a bus barn. They had like the fanciest everything, like fancy lighting, fancy spools for like all their hoses,
Mm-hmm.
and had like a grease, or I guess they call it an oil water separator. So inevitably when you have leaks, it'll separate that out. It's kind of a code thing for a bus barn. But put together a garage now, so
Nice. Yeah, I have some ideas for the upstairs garage for like more. Like I'm gonna hang my brushes and stuff. Like I want to get a pegboard for my brushes and shit. Cause most of the time I just buy brushes
did you say
and
pegboard?
then fuck them up. You know what I mean? I like buy
Did
the
you say you want
brushes,
a
I fuck them up.
pegboard? I was doing this for the chat because they're going to give you a hard time about saying pegboard.
Isn't that what it's called? What is the board when it has the little holes in it and you can put the things in it and I can hang shit?
There's
What
another
the fuck
type.
is that called?
No, it's a pegboard. But there's another style of wall mounting system. I got to pull it up. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a French sort of cleat system where basically it looks like louvers on your wall rather than the pegboard, which kind of looks kind of cheap. But these louvers, you can actually put like brackets, and it's so flexible. Like you could put like boxes for screws and whatever. Like all your tools can all get hung up real neat, but it's flexible, just like a pegboard would be.
Yeah.
Trying to think, like a
Because
French.
I'll buy the paintbrushes and then fuck them up. I use them and fuck them up, and then I'll just chuck them. And so then in every job, I'm just billing them for that shit. Like, oh yeah, supplies. But my wife was like, why don't you just save this shit? Start saving the brushes. I'm listening to you. That's what I would like to do. Because some of these brushes, I'd like to start doing more, not personal paintings, but paintings that are, I guess, more personal. Like more fine art. You know what I mean? Yeah, nobody's commissioning me to paint this. I just want to paint.
Do you have an easel?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I got easel, and then I got a giant wall upstairs.
Yeah. You got a drafting table?
I got a drafting table, but I have a giant wall. So if I have a canvas that's 12 foot, I can hang it over that and drape it down and paint. So I can paint big like that, like vertical,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I want to paint vertical.
Yeah, man, that big medium you got going there, that makes my back hurt just looking at it.
Get a stretch.
I know, man, but your shit your knees don't work the same as you get older. If you haven't noticed.
Oh, I noticed. I fucking noticed. Rock and roll with that fucking ibuprofen, dude.
Oh yeah,
ibuprofen and a big thing of water.
Yeah, that helps. Well, actually, that Gatorade has water now with electrolytes in it. It's just water and electrolytes, so it's not the orange fucking nasty Gatorade we grew up with.
It's got what the body craves.
Yeah,
it's got what the body needs, man. It's got electrolytes.
Got the good shit.
It's got the electrolytes. Okay. Got this.
And there's salt tablets too now. Take a salt tablet, and that'll help out with all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm having a real problem with my my diet or anything.
No, stretching is that I'm talking about. Like you got to keep up with your stretching if you do anything. It's not even really exercise.
No, it's just keeping your shit limber.
Yeah,
so you don't.
You got to stretch.
Gotta stretch, man.
Gotta stretch, man. Stretch. You will lose mobility.
You'll just be stuck down in the basement.
Well, it's like, I mean, have you ever seen Jean-Claude Van Damme with his splits?
Yeah, like in every fucking movie.
He's a pretty old guy now, and he's still doing them things.
Oh, really?
Yep.
He probably wakes up in the morning and does them.
Yeah, he's probably got
he just fucking wakes up, starts drinking his coffee, kicks his legs up on the fucking table and the counter.
Yep. Doing that, what was it, blood sport moves?
Mm-hmm. I always thought he was weird. I never really liked him.
Belgian, what do you want?
Yeah, it was the accent. It was like what? Can't ever like every movie you're gonna like give some reason why he has this fucking accent.
Well, Belgium,
I guess same with Arnold
a
too,
lot of
but
they
shit.
got a lot of German speakers in Belgium and French. It's kind of mixed up. People in Europe, man, they gotta know a lot of different languages.
Yeah. But if everybody in each state had a different language, we'd all know different languages too. So I'm not that fucking impressed.
Well, we kind of have that with the Cajuns, you know.
Yeah, the Cajuns. But I'm saying if like, if North Carolina spoke a different language than fucking Virginia, and Virginia spoke a different language than fucking West Virginia, chances are, if you lived in Virginia, you would know more than one language. Like you just fucking, it's just part of it. But
Uh,
we don't have to worry about that shit. Everybody speaks
I
the
think as a
same.
country, you kind of want one language as your primary language, and that's that.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? It's like Europe isn't really that big. Like
No,
all these little countries that have their own fucking languages. It's like
well, Asia is
France.
huge.
France,
It's
you're
just they're
fucking tiny. You
concentrated.
know,
Yeah, they're concentrated in all
Italy,
one.
you're tiny as fuck. You know, but you have your own language. So that's what I'm saying. Like if everybody on the East Coast spoke a different language, like we'd all know five languages. That's all.
Just seems like a lot of duplication, waste to
I
learn
agree.
a language.
Why don't we all learn Esperanto or whatever the fuck it was called? You remember that language that they do try to make up?
Esperanto. Is that like Blade Runner speak, like gutter speak?
It's like some kind of weird combination of a couple of different languages this dude tried to like do before World War I think. There's like a couple of movies that came out in Esperanto.
Didn't Rini invent a language for her comic world?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, dude. Just learn the languages on the book. That's hard enough, you know. If you want to learn different languages, there's already established ones.
Yeah, I mean, she's like a little nerdy chick. So, yeah, that was like her brand of nerd. Good thing good thing it resonated. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if she had like done all this work in that first book, like made all these languages and shit, and people were just like, "What? We give a fuck." So luckily,
Oh, you can tell. I mean,
people
yeah,
kind of give a fuck.
really
I mean,
created a
Tolkien made up a
fabric.
whole language, didn't he?
Who?
Tolkien,
Oh, I don't know. I never read
the
the.
Elfish, the Elfish. He like fucking made up Elfish.
Yeah, he did. And the orc languages, I guess there's an orc language.
Yeah.
Durka Durka. Yeah, in Team America World Police, they invented the Durka Durka language.
Yeah, I feel, and then I guess like after World War I or World War II, it was like, hey, do we want to do more Esperanto? It's like, no, let's just all start speaking English. I think English is like the world language. I think at this point,
I've heard Germans speak better English than Brits. It's pretty wild.
it's like part of their preschooling is learning English.
Yeah.
But and a lot of like well, at least they're used to their entertainment was mostly American, right?
I would
I
imagine.
was I was in Europe one time, actually twice, but I was in Europe and I was at this like train station, bus station,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh, don't start
and
talking about trains now.
no, no, no. But the guy sitting next to me was clearly like not American, but he was like ich machine that so cool. Yeah, but the rising 50cc motorcycle, man. Yeah, but he's not no scooter. Fuck yeah, bro. Like it was like
So it
I
was
was
like
like,
Mike
holy
Myers
shit.
Dieter.
Yeah, but he was like, okay, I get it. Like he's talking about 50 or 50 cc, but okay, motorcycle. He's
Well,
like
there are
doing
similarities.
shit like this with his hand. I'm like, okay, so he's talking about jumping, but it was just like fucking Abra. You know, I was like, what the fuck? Like, gleich hier die Ecke. Ich bin begreifen zu tun. Fuck yeah, bro. Ja, so piece of pie motorcycle. Fucking beaches. So then he's dying. You're like, what the fuck?
You're catching the highlights.
Yeah, dude. I was like, this dude is jamming. Whatever he's talking about, he's fucking jamming. He's wearing his blue jeans.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah, I've been to.
Because I
I've
like
been to.
looked over at my girlfriend. I was like, "Are you fucking listening to this?" And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Okay, it was so we like stopped talking just so we can like listen.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch is about it. I've been to Germany and Austria, Switzerland.
Been to Switzerland. I haven't been to Austria. I haven't been to Germany. But I have been to
I went to a little
Switzerland.
city. It's like a city state called Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein. Is that like near Luxembourg?
I don't know what it's near, dude. My
Dude,
geography
it's like a
prepares me.
tiny fucking Liechtenstein. It's like a tiny fucking country, right? It's tiny
Yeah,
as fuck. Is Luxembourg the capital of Liechtenstein?
I don't know. You're asking questions I don't have answers to.
Chat, help me out. Because I think, dude, we went into this country that was like fucking tiny. We came into the country, camped, and then like drank a bunch of beer and then like left. Like there, I mean, it was like a really pretty country, but we were just like, oh fuck, it's tiny as shit.
Well, it's kind of like Switzerland. I mean, I think Liechtenstein is kind of like, yeah, it's an independent country, but it's the size of a town.
Okay, Luxembourg is a country. Okay, so
And you're supposed to go to Liechtenstein and get their stamps because they're really rare.
oh really?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going skiing in the Swiss Alps. I mean, that would be a nice goal.
That would be cool. Yeah. I when I went to Switzerland, we got off the train and it was really late, and the only thing that was open to eat was a fucking McDonald's. So
Yeah,
we were in
the McDonald's.
Switzerland. We were in Switzerland, walking around in the middle of the night, where there's like fucking human feces on the ground, and and it's like, what the fuck? And then we go into the McDonald's, and I get at that point I was like getting used to the euros and shit. And like in Switzerland, they weren't on the euro. And she fucking like handed me a wad of like fucking coins. Like she took the euro, but like gave me back change that were like fucking francs or whatever the fuck.
Right.
You know. And so then I was like, well, I'm not even gonna be in fucking Switzerland that long. So then I was stuck with a handful of fucking Swiss half dollars or whatever the fuck they were.
Yeah, when I was in Germany, they were on Deutschmark, so they hadn't gone to the euros yet. I don't know if Germany's on euros. They probably are.
Yeah, it was a real bummer. Like once I went, it was all part of like the European Union, so you could just like travel from one country to the next.
Yeah,
And
you were talking about trains. Yeah, you can get like a Euro pass.
Europass, right? And it was just like somebody would be like, "Yeah, can I see your ticket?" And you'd be like, "Yeah," and like they didn't fucking ask for your like passport. They didn't fucking ask for anything.
Yeah.
So like you think you're like, "Oh, I'm going to Europe. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of fucking stamps in my fucking passport. It's just gonna be killer." I only got like two or three. Like I got one in Iceland when we landed for a layover, and then I got one when we went into Amsterdam. And that was it. Like that's fucking the bummer.
I would, yeah, I wouldn't mind going to some of those Scandinavian countries. That'd be cool.
I would like. I think my direction I'd like to travel is like east. I'd like to check out some Asian stuff. You know, I wouldn't mind checking out Japan or fucking
Dude, I saw this
Thailand.
documentary.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't mind checking out some of Singapore would be kind of cool.
I saw this
Hong Kong.
documentary with these guys that were just like snowboarder skiers, and
Hmm.
they wound up in Japan, and they have like a ski mountain, man. Like, and they were shredding out there. I was like, man, that looks fucking cool out there. So yeah, the mountain areas of Japan look really interesting to me.
Hmm. Yeah, I like. I don't want to. I like. Yeah, let's land in fucking Kyoto or wherever the fuck. But I would really like to like go into the countryside. You know, go hang out with fucking Totoro.
Well, I've seen like all the videos of like Tokyo with all the LED lighting. I mean, I've seen that movie. What is it? Shit with Bill Murray and
Yeah,
Scarlett.
Lost in Translation.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
feel like I've seen enough of Tokyo just from that movie. Um, but like the mountain areas or like the rural areas, like that, I'd be more interested in seeing like the countryside of Japan.
yeah, yeah. Ditto.
I don't need to go to a big city. I've been to New York City. I've been to Chicago. Like I don't.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like, man, I've been in the fucking world capital. I'm good.
I've been to Washington D.C. Like, you know,
Yeah, I've hit all the big cities in my own country. Like, I'm ready to like shoot some other shit. I'm not saying I don't want to like land in Tokyo and be like, all right, let's head out, or you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't know.
well, that was what was kind of cool when we went to Europe. It was like a family kind of trip. My dad purchased a vehicle over there. We just drove it around for 2 weeks.
Oh, cool.
So we got to go on the Autobahn, man. Ooh, that was fucking sweet. No speed limit. The speed
No
limit is how
speed limit.
how fast your vehicle can go.
That's so dope. Like that's what like you get these like you see these like BMWs and these cars. You're like, why the fuck would anybody make a car that can go 150 miles an hour? You're like, oh, Autobahn.
150 my ass, like more like 180, 200, you know, like I've seen some screaming vehicles going down the Autobahn, man. If you don't you better leave that left lane wide open because you will have
So
somebody up your tailpipe in no time flat. You only use that lane to pass. So you stay in that lane, you're fucked. Like you'll
I
have a
wish people
fucking
knew that here, dude. People always fucking sit in the goddamn
yeah, and I want
left
to send
lane,
them
dude.
straight to Germany.
Get the fuck out of the left lane.
You don't get away with that shit in Germany on the Autobahn, man. That lane hogging bullshit.
Yeah, I like to see the cops when they'll like come up behind somebody and be like, not turn the sound on, but it will just like flicker the lights. I can't get them.
Well, they'll also do like they'll put their left hand turn signal on. Like if you're in the passing lane and you're there for too long, they'll start putting that left hand turning signal, and it means get the fuck over. It's an indicator that you're about to get your tailpipe blasted out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sark's got it. Sark's like, it's illegal to lane block on the Autobahn. You are correct. And they have very little traffic accidents in Germany because the drivers are just so skilled. But the ones that they do have are all fatal.
Yeah, they're fucking complete demolishes.
Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, I can appreciate the old Top Gear show with those guys. That's a great show to watch if you're into vehicles.
I wish I was. I wish I was more into vehicles.
Raptor's
I'm
into
just not.
vehicles, man. He's like building up a super hot rod right now.
Who is?
Raptor.
Oh yeah.
He's building a car that's gonna have 1,000 horsepower.
Jeez.
A
That doesn't
Nissan
sound good. That sounds
Skyline.
like trouble.
A Nissan Skyline that's just gonna be jocked to the roof with fucking power.
Yeah.
Problem is, you're not allowed to really exceed the speed limit like that. But I'm sure he could outrun some cops. Can't outrun the radio, but he could definitely outrun some cops.
Poor policemen. They're just trying to do their job.
I'm not a big fan of chicken shit speeding tickets, dude.
Nah. I usually have little people with me in the car. I mean, I drive kind of slow, but I stay on
Don't
the
tell
right
me you
lane.
got
You
a
know what I mean?
minivan, dude.
No, I don't have a minivan. I got a Land Rover. I'm fine, but like I drive in the right lane. And I drive kind of slow.
Land Rover, that's fancy schmancy.
Yeah, dog.
Is it a Defender or what kind of Land Rover are we talking about?
I don't want to say on there.
Oh, well, then never mind. I've got.
I would have loved to get one of those like cool boxy ones, but it's one of the newer ones.
I went with the 4Runner. I don't have a Range Rover. Just because I don't know, you kind of have to be in a big city with the Range Rover dealer to get it worked on.
So far, ours has been going good. I had a BMW and I fucking sold it.
What kind of Beamer?
It was like an SXE or something.
Oh,
Like
you're talking SUV style. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like an SUV, like a smaller SUV kind of car. That was fun, but I like wasn't driving it, and it was like so. It was it's just sitting there.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you have multiple vehicles, you got to drive them.
Yeah, you drive them, and it's like, hey, we got to pay insurance. And it was like, have you driven that car? I was like, no, I haven't actually left.
And that's why some people, like, if they have multiple cars, they'll do leases. Because if you don't drive it, you can get rid of it pretty easy. Although now they have like CarMax. Like if you need to flip a vehicle, just bring it to CarMax, dude. They're pretty good about taking goddamn near any vehicle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that might be who I sold my BMW with.
I mean,
I think I met the people. I took some pictures of the car, and then within a couple of days, there was somebody like offering to buy it. They came and picked it up on a flatbed. Like CarMax, like the people didn't get it, but like I guess like CarMax or whoever I was dealing with.
Yeah, CarMax.
Forgot they brought a flatbed truck and came and picked up the car.
They're pretty good at giving you Blue Book. But if you need to flip a vehicle fast, you go to CarMax. If you want more money, you sell it yourself, but it's hard. I mean, you're not necessarily going to be able to flip it as fast. Depends on how fast you need the money. It's not pawn shop prices. It's like
I thought I felt like I got a reasonable deal. with what I paid for it and like what I was like getting for it, I thought it was all right. The amount of time that I had it, you know.
Yeah. Well, all my vehicles are 4-wheel drive just because how I gotta have 4-wheel drive out here.
Yeah.
I have a Jeep and a Forerunner. Jeep is being worked on. It's
I
kind
would
of
like to get a Jeep. That's kind of manly, right? Like this fucking thing for dudes to have is
I
like
don't
a
know. For a while,
Rubicon Jeep.
they're trying to say the Wrangler's kind of a gay vehicle for gay people. I hate
I'd
it.
like to get a smaller pickup truck. I wouldn't mind getting one of those.
Well, you could look at if you're
And
looking at
it's like I sold one vehicle, right? And it's like, yeah, we're fine with just the Land Rover. And then it's like I kind of want to get a Ranger or something. You know what I mean? Like a small like a Tacoma or something like a
Tacoma,
smaller.
great.
You know what I mean? Like a small pickup truck. You know what I mean? Like not like a huge ass fucking Durango. 'Cause I have had a Durango before. It was just fucking.
Well, Tacoma
It
would
felt
be a
like
good
an
buy.
aircraft carrier, dude. I was just like fucking driving this giant ass fucking thing around.
A Tacoma would be a good buy. Just because Toyota's got high resale and it's a higher resale. It's like Honda and Toyota have the highest resale for their vehicles. So you're not losing as much money as you would on anything else. And Toyotas will last easily a minimum 300,000 miles.
Dude, Toyota builds their shit to last. Like they really do.
I
I know
don't
it
know,
sounds
like the
weird,
newer
but it's
stuff,
like they
like,
built them to like make them like they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna build them like you're not gonna maintain them. Like we're just gonna build them like you're gonna fuck them up.
Toyota has made a bad decision though, because like on their they were doing like a V6 3.6 liter engine that was pretty standard for like their Forerunners and their Tacomas and stuff. But now they're going to a turbocharged 4-cylinder, and the problem with that is like the brand new ones is it's gonna fuck your transmission up. Like it's not gonna last like their V6. So if you're gonna get a Tacoma, get one that's still got the V6 in it. That's my only recommendation.
Copy.
Because you're
I'm just
buying
gonna
that
get a
thing.
tiny 1-person, 2-person drone. If I can't fly to you, then I'm not fucking going.
Yeah, whatever happened to Amazon delivering packages with drones? I feel like that they
I
talked
think
about
they
that.
started doing that over New Jersey, and everybody lost their fucking minds. And they're like, "Oh, let's go and stop."
So they quit doing it.
Yeah, because everybody was like, "Oh my god, look at all these UFOs! A fleet of UFOs are attacking New Jersey." And it's just fucking Amazon trying to roll out their drone delivery.
I freaked out when I saw the Starlink satellites linking up in the sky. I thought that was some fucking alien shit. That's some wild shit to see.
It
And
would they like linked up, like you could see them like maneuvering.
it looked like if you had an LED strip, but it was in the sky. So like all these things were just like lined up and just crossing the sky. And if you're not prepared for that in the middle of the evening when you've had some drinks, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna freak you out, dude.
Yeah, fucking aliens are coming.
I mean, they didn't look like they were headed my way. It's just like, what
Mm,
fuck is going on there? You know,
yeah.
because I kind of live in dark sky territory, so you can see a lot of stars at night. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but seeing that, it's just like, what the fuck, man? And sure enough, you start Googling like pretty immediately. But I mean, it's shocking to see.
Right.
But they just line them up to get them in sync, and then then they send them on their distribution patterns. And you can see,
Wow.
like, you can download the app for the International Space Station, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
tell you when it's flying overhead. You can watch that like every day if you wanted to.
Yeah, I haven't like on an older iPhone. I had an app where you download it and you could like wave it in the sky and it would like show you constellations,
Yeah,
and
that's
it would also show you satellites and like the where the space station was. You know, the international.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
kind of
like
cool.
it looks like a dot.
Like it was kind of like an AR kind of a thing. You know, like you pointed your
Mhm.
camera up at the stars and it would tell you what you were looking at.
Well, this will tell you like when it's passing like really close to you, so you could actually get a photograph of it if you wanted to.
That's cool. Yeah, that was always a cool thing. You know, as a kid, like we would go out, look at the stars, and then like call out satellites that we saw. You
Well,
know,
right
it'd
now
be,
there's like 6 planets are kind of lining up.
oh shit, they're
Yeah,
lining up for fucking Trump.
yeah. I don't buy into all that, but supposedly they got a bunch of planets that are actually lining up right now.
They're all bowing to Trump. What do you think they're going to have in those papers?
Oh, the JFK stuff?
Yeah, and the Martin Luther King stuff. Like, what do you like? Do you
I
think
don't
there's
know. I
going to
would
be anything
imagine.
worth damning? Do you think there's going
I
to be
would think
anything?
anything that was damning, they would have fucking already blocked it out. I don't know that they would have redacted all that shit already. It's like when Trump was talking about these committees that were investigating him, maliciously. This, before he got elected, all the documents that they had been destroyed. Like they destroyed
Oh,
documents all
really?
the time.
They destroyed the shit. Like, so all the paperwork that they had, like fucking with him,
Yeah, the
they
ones
fucked. They
that Biden was pardoning on on the January 6th committee, like that
oh
basically
shit.
points at them and says, "Oh, they're guilty of something," when you're pardoning them when they haven't been uh, prosecuted for anything. Like
Yeah, that's a weird thing, dude. To
he's
be like, yo,
pardoning
like,
people that haven't been prosecuted for anything, which is basically just pointing at them as being guilty of something.
yeah, just in case anything comes out, this person is not guilty. Very fucking.
I've never heard the power of the pardon used that way. It's pretty wild.
Or like time frames. Like, I would like to pardon my son between this date and this date. Like,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And the pardon thing's
What about
supposed to be,
what about the day after or the day before? Was he like fucking?
yeah, it's wild. Well, I mean, and they've been destroying a lot of documents, so
That should
that
be
in
illegal.
itself is a crime.
Yeah, that should be illegal, right?
Yeah, especially if they're government documents and you're destroying them. Yes, it's absolutely a crime. So they could get prosecuted for just the destruction of documents. But
They
yeah, I
open up
mean,
the document and it's like it was him, and it's just a picture of that fucking guy from Mad Magazine. And they open up the fucking other, and it's
I'm
another
thinking
picture of the fucking
that
Mad
Biden
Magazine.
didn't pardon himself only because he knows he doesn't have that much longer to live. He's just kind of hanging in by a thread anyway. But yeah, he pardoned like his whole family basically. It looks so bad.
Yeah, dude, that's wild.
But it's interesting, man. Trump got in office, man. He started signing shit right away.
Right away, dude. I'm surprised he wasn't doing that shit like on the stage. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like he's like
supposedly
waving his sword around that he had for a second. Just fucking.
before noon, Biden was still signing pardons. Like right up into the ceremony, he was signing shit.
Did you see the inaugurations? A girl who was lip reading, she lip readed Obama, and Obama's like, "How can we stop this?" He like leans over, he's like, "Is there any way we could stop this?"
I've never understood the Obamas, especially like Michelle, just shit talking the United States when they have been nothing but blessed by the United States.
Nothing but blessed, bro. Nothing but blessed by the
Talking
fucking.
multi-millionaires, fucking multi-million-dollar mansions, like
And she's like, "We ain't
basically.
that good. We ain't that awesome. We ain't that cool." But like, what the fuck? Get the. Oh, dude, I did not like that dude.
I mean, they get these book tours, man, and it's just like free money. It's like crazy. They get a ghostwriter to write their book, and all they got to do is go show up at some events, and they just get handed fucking mounds of cash for doing nothing, literally. And they should be a little bit more thankful, have like a thankful spirit about all that stuff.
Well, like she's just a poopy pants black lady, and he's like not even like really. I don't know about the birth certificate and all that shit, but he's just like not. He just didn't grow up in America. Like he's not mainland America, and like growing up in Hawaii is not the same as growing up in mainland America.
Yeah, there were some shenanigans with his birth certificate and all that.
Yeah, I don't know about any. But it's just like where he grew up. It's like you grew up with like people who like don't really like America. Like Hawaiians aren't big fans of fucking mainland, dude.
I've never
They're
had
still
a
they're
desire
still a
to go to
little
Hawaii.
grumpy about being invaded. Yeah, they're still a little grumpy about being
All I know is Dog the
turned into a state.
Dog the Bounty Hunter was a big Hawaii fan because he lived there
Sure.
for a while. And I think Roseanne Barr, she's got an avocado farm or something out there.
That's good to see her coming back. She got like fucking fired and canceled and shit. Well, not canceled, but you know what I mean? She got like fired from her own show.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. And especially like all the other actors that kind of shit on her. It's like, man, like she made y'all a bunch of money. Like can you just like not be a total fucking asshole?
Yeah, and it was like, hey, we're gonna go ahead and let Roseanne go. We're gonna keep the show going.
Yeah, killed her off on ceremony.
But that would have been like, yo, what? Like, nah, I'm not fucking doing that. Like, that's fucking crazy.
I'll tell you what though, Roseanne
I'm
Barr
gonna go into like real estate, or whatever the fuck.
Roseanne Barr is aging really well. I mean,
Dude, she's aging
great.
better than a lot of people. She like lost a bunch of weight and is aging. Dude, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying,
just think Madonna
would.
looked
I'm not saying would, but yeah, you look at Madonna, you look at some of these other people and they're fucking mangled, and then you see her and it's like, good for her.
I mean, she looks better than she did in like when she was a lot younger. I mean,
oh fuck yeah,
wild.
Yeah.
So good for her, man.
Yeah, good for you.
I think she's originally from Denver, Colorado. I do believe.
Is that where she's from?
Yeah.
Never been there.
Denver's nice, man.
That's what I heard. I heard there's a lot of hippies and it smells like fucking weed everywhere, though.
Well,
that's what my brother said. He was like, it smells like fucking weed everywhere. I was like, really?
Yeah, but I mean, Colorado is a legal weed state.
Yeah.
But and they got dispensaries like freaking everywhere. But the part of Colorado I like is like the southwest part of Colorado. That's the best part, in my opinion. I mean, it's the prettiest mountains. They got this town called Ouray. It looks like fucking Switzerland. I mean, it's got some great mountain towns in Colorado. And if you like camping and fishing and doing all that stuff, that's the place to go. Four-wheeling.
I'm not that big four-wheeling. I'm about camping and hiking. I'm all about long walks with heavy backpacks.
If I took you on some mountain trail up to a freaking crystal clear lake on a four-wheel drive and then set up a campsite, you'd be in the...
I would be fucking terrified. I'd be wondering what you're going to do to me the whole time. I'd have my fucking hand on my knife the whole fucking time, wondering what Patrick T is going to do to me out in the fucking wild.
That's...
Wait a minute. Here's the question: Would I be bound by duct tape when you fucking took me to this place?
There, man. God damn.
I'm joking. Jeez. I didn't say you did. I didn't say you were doing it in a serial behavior. I didn't say that. I'm not going there.
That's a Shane's joke, man. Why are you taking his fucking? That's his bit.
Actually, I've asked people that too before. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you gonna try to do something to me?
God damn.
Like, I was doing some work with this guy. It was a company called Royal Shack, and he made hiking sticks and walking sticks and stuff like that. And he needed artwork to go around the sticks, the hiking sticks and shit. But he also did ski poles. And he had this process where he would take the artwork and like laminate it onto the poles. So I was doing this like artwork for him. So I've been doing it for a couple months, and then I was like going to New York for some other shit. And he was like, "Hey, like we should meet up." Right. And I was like, I don't know, man. Like, you gonna fucking do something to me? And he was like, what? I was like, nothing. Never mind.
Dude, if you're an Eagle
I was
Scout,
like,
man,
are
what
you
are
gonna
you
try to?
talking about?
I was like, are you gonna try to fucking
Camper gas.
attack me and throw me in the fucking East River? He was like, no. I was like, all right.
You're
I was
an
like,
Eagle
we're
Scout,
gonna
dude. You
meet.
should
I'm
be
like,
able
we're
to
gonna meet in a fucking. We're gonna meet in a public place. Yeah, I'm a fucking Boy Scout. Let's go. Be prepared. It's called
A good
not
friend
getting
of mine
fucking
grew up as an
sodomized.
Eagle Scout.
Dude, I love. I know about it. That's where I like to spend my money is on like camping equipment and shit.
Dude, what do you think about?
Fancy camper, like fancy little stoves and
Yeah,
fucking my backpack.
go check out Fire Maple. They got a good product line. There's also Backcountry is a that's a they're like a website app.
Mm-hmm.
Got they've got all the gear, man.
Yeah, it's like the kit that I have is just like something that I like built over several years. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Of like okay, this works. All right, cool. Oh fuck, this broke. Okay, like oh, this was expensive, but it sucks. This was cheap, but it works. You know what I mean?
they got whole
My
YouTube channels dedicated to like these guys that'll take like a Stanley whatever, like a Stanley
mm-hmm.
like lunchbox and turn it into like a camping kit with like all the shit, the stove, and organize all the tools. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I watch a lot of those.
It's like I'm a
I
weird.
subscribe
It's
to a
like
lot of for people.
It's like I'm ultralight. Like I jam on like a lot of the ultralight hiking, but I will carry fucking a coffee maker. You know what I mean? I'll carry a French press coffee. So there's some things that I'm willing to like huff into the country, into the
Right.
backwoods. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, but you can buy the instant coffee mixers. But what you're saying is you want to grind your own shit and you want to have your own French press and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
kind of
Well, I
hoity-toity
won't
about your
grind them
coffee.
there, but I will. I'll bring like fresh ground coffee, and I'll bring the French press and I'll bring something so that we could boil the water. I'll have like my little like jet stove. That way it's like, all right, even if it's shitty, even if like, it's raining or it sucks or whatever the fuck is going on, at least we'll have like a fucking gourmet cup of coffee in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, I
So
mean, that's what.
it's like some of the creature comforts. It's like fuck that. You know what I mean? It's like I look over my brother, and it's like he'll be all like ultra packed as well, but then he'll bring like several things of fucking Johnny Walker. Like he's prioritizing.
Well, the problem is you got to bring the full handle if you're going on a camping trip. I mean,
Yeah, dude. He brings like several. He'll like those like metal containers. He'll like fill them up, and he'll like bring a couple of different ones.
yeah, I'd
So
kill that.
he'll have like the sipping one, where he's like, because I'll like bring Bud, but he doesn't smoke. So I'll like, I'll be smoking a little bit of weed during the day, and he'll be like, taking sips off of the canister with the red label on it, and then in the evenings around the campfire, he'll like pull out the other shit. He nerds out. Really, you
Yeah, those
finished it
little
off?
flasks. That's a day drink. I mean, shit,
Yeah, yeah.
wipe that out fast.
Dude, I took the last time I went camping and drank. I brought because I hate myself. I brought Fireball. I don't really hate myself, but I brought some Fireball. Like I didn't bring like a tiny thing of Fireball. I brought a big thing.
They sell little individual shots of Fireball at the
Yeah,
fucking
but I
gas
didn't. I
station.
brought I brought a larger thing of Fireball.
Oh yeah, you must hate yourself. God damn.
Dude, so I like ate the fucking food, or dehydrated fucking noodles or whatever, or beef stew. And then we're sitting around the fire and I started drinking that shit. And at first it's like, ugh. And then by 10, 20 minutes in it, it's like tastes like Kool-Aid. And I'm just like fucking chugging on it.
Yeah, that shit's rot gut. Like what
Yeah,
the fuck,
dude.
bro?
I don't remember what happened. Like,
And it
people are
surged
like,
from the
yo, you
ice. I
fucking
remember.
blacked out. And I'm like, what the fuck? But apparently, like, I stood up at the campfire and like turned around and was like yelling into the woods. Like fucking like
With
like
Bigfoot.
it, yeah, like I was like, what? They're like, yeah, dude, you're just like fucking challenging anybody out there in the fucking wood. I was like, what the fuck? I don't remember that. You know? Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Because like I woke up. This is really pleasant. I like woke up next to my hammock. Like I didn't I like got so fucked up I didn't make it to my hammock. I was like by the tree. I like woke up leaning against a tree with like puke around me.
Oh god.
So like I like luckily there wasn't like much on me, you know what I mean? Apparently I
So
like leaned.
somebody randomly puked right next to you. That's kind of fucked up, you know?
Yeah, that's what happened. That's exactly somebody ate exactly what I had eaten just that night and then puked it right next to me. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, so I was woke up. I guess I like had leaned up against the tree and then like just kind of like leaned my head over and was just like so since
Yeah,
then
you know you're hammered
I
when you
have not gone
can't
camping.
make it into your bedding at night.
Yeah. So I've gone several times camping since then, and I've not packed any Red Bull or
Yeah,
Fireball. I mean,
yeah.
I
Try
like.
not to get too blotto on the camping trip because the next day you waking up
Oh,
with that
dude.
railroad
No,
spike in
dude,
your
because it was
brain.
mad embarrassing. I was like, what? What?
Well, at least you puked it out, you know. So you
Yeah, yeah.
did.
Nasty ass fucking dehydrated noodles. It was fucking gross.
Actually, a good tip for meat is you got to bring the
Gotta
what
make
you
it
call-
be ice cold.
you got to bring the jerky, man, because you can reconstitute that in whatever soup you're doing. So you could kind of cut it up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you. I like jerky.
You could whip that in some ramen noodles, and you got your little meal.
I like MREs, honestly.
Yeah,
I
they're
think they're kind of.
pricey
I
though.
think they're fun. Yeah.
I got a bunch of MREs during Katrina. They were handing boxes of those fuckers out. You just
Really.
go to like the Sam's parking lot, and you just show up, and they'd start just throwing boxes of shit in your vehicle. I didn't take advantage of it. Like I only hit them up like a couple of times, but they'd give you like huge bag of ice and all kinds of shit. That's back in the FEMA days. Of course, it took a while to get them out there.
Are they in still doing their work in North Carolina and shit?
I would hope so, man. Those folks are having troubles. Homeless. I hear people out living in tents and shit, and it's snowing all over them, and they ain't got no homes.
Have you heard the rumors about additional housing being built in Guantanamo?
I haven't heard that. I know what
Like
happened.
somebody is like, yo, where are all these immigrants? Like people are like, where are all these immigrants gonna go? Where are all these immigrants gonna go? And like they're slowly building single family buildings and like small like mini homes in Guantanamo.
Uh, I know Elon's got a company called the Smart Box or something. It's like one
Mm-hmm.
of the subsidiaries, and they're building like these homes that are like they're like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home for like 10 grand a pop, and they're just
Wow.
modular homes, and they just plop them. But
See, he's trying to get rid of fucking homelessness, right?
That doesn't get rid of the problem, though, man. You just
No, because you're just handing like shit to people who like couldn't handle it before,
well,
right?
they were
So
doing that in New Orleans, man. They put up a bunch of homeless people in fucking nice hotels, and they're still just going out and getting shit faced. They had curfews at like 9 p.m. or whatever. They're still out in the streets getting fucked up. Doesn't really help the problem.
you're right.
Just gives them a
You're just
place
kind of
where they're not
giving them a
sleeping
place
on
to
the
get fucked
street.
up at.
It just keeps your streets clean where you don't see them as much. But that hotel gets trashed out, and they'll fuck the hotel all up. It's like, okay, this isn't working out. Kind of ruins that hotel's business, you know.
A little bit.
I know they had a bunch of FEMA trailers that I'm talking like 100,000 of them that they had that they wouldn't allow anybody to live in because they figured out, oh, well, they use formaldehyde in the construction of these trailers. Well, that's pretty much everything's got formaldehyde on it, unless you get glue that doesn't have formaldehyde. Like, formaldehyde's everywhere. But anyway, so that we spent as taxpayers like shit tons of money on all these trailers that just sat there and nothing happened to them. So there's a lot of that going on. So hopefully Trump and Elon, they'll figure out how to not waste money. That'd be good.
That'd be good. That'd be nice.
Yeah, spending money on priorities and in this country, you know. Call me an asshole, but it's probably respectful to your taxpayer to do that sort of thing.
Word. Respect the backer.
Yeah.
The American
Yeah,
backer.
Ethan was getting.
We're gonna crowdfund the country.
Ethan gets super chats. He's like, I'm taking this to the blackjack table. That's real respectful to your backers, guy. Cute. Cute one, fatty. But anyway, yeah, there was this guy, Travis, that I think Shane had on his show, and he was asking him, well, what's your problem with everything going on? He's like, well, I just don't like all the complaining, like Lord Raptor, Jesus. I mean, all these comic book creators he was talking about.
Who said this?
This dude, Travis, that Shane had on. He's like,
What
all
the
these
fuck is
comic
that?
book creators just need to be respectful. He's saying Raptor got 10 grand.
Respectful.
Yeah. He was saying Raptor got 10 grand for his comic book that they promoted. Now he's got sour grapes against Ethan and he's causing all this drama.
Wait a minute.
You didn't see that? Texas
I
Buffalo
didn't.
has a clip of that.
No, I didn't see that. Yo, Raptor doesn't have a book.
No. He's got a book. That's what Travis said, and Shane did not correct him.
Why would he, dude? Why would he correct him?
I don't know.
Dude, that is weird.
On his show to spread a bunch of fucking falsehoods.
That's fucking Raptor.
Yeah,
where's that
up.
10? You raised 10K. They helped you raise 10K, man.
And he's just not conducting himself professionally because after Ethan promoted his $10,000 book, he's poopy pants on Ethan.
That's not real. You're making that up. That just can't be happening. And he didn't correct him at all.
No, not at all. He just started giggling and hiding his face. There's a Texas Mofo clip, dude. You should check it out.
I believe you. It just seems fucking insane. Like, at no point is saying like, yeah, that's actually not true. Like, wait a minute, who are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's like, let me just let you fucking
talk
shit.
It's the Ethan narrative, man. Like Ethan's done it too. Like I was on a panel with Raptor and some other guys. None of us were comic book creators. We're just all backers. And he said, yeah, look at these guys. Like all they want is just to be comic book creators, and they're just mad because they couldn't hack it and all this sort of shit. It's like, dude, I ain't no comic book creator, you dumb fuck.
They just couldn't hack it.
But he'll tell
Well, some of us are hacking it just fine.
yeah.
Shit.
But I mean, I don't think in that instance that you were on the panel. It wasn't even you. It was
of course it wasn't.
Or you might have been. I don't know.
Who the fuck is Travis? Fucking corny.
I don't know, man. But he's definitely got a case of the fats. Got a peanut head. Got that camera angle. Dude, if Ethan moves his camera up any further, all you're gonna see is like eyes and a ball cap.
He's a big boy. He is a fucking big boy. Thick. Rotund.
Rotund. That's a good term. Oh, now Angela Curry says
he's
you're a
shaped like the fucking
That's
Capitol building.
up, Angela.
He's shaped like the Capitol building. What? He's a what?
Angela Curry's calling you a glamper.
What's a glamper?
It's a glamorous camper.
What?
A glamorous camper.
Oh, okay.
Glamper.
I'm not sure. How am I a glamper?
I don't know, but she's calling you a glamper.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Dude, I saw you starting to fire with the ferro rod, man. Did your little bird's nest? You made your little.
That's what I'm saying. I'm legit.
Did your little ferro rod routine?
And I didn't get kicked out of the Boy Scouts like Liam did.
Yeah, you get a badge for doing that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's called Wilderness Survival Merit Badge. I got it.
Have you ever rubbed the sticks together to make a fire? That's hard.
No, I never done that one. That looks fucking crazy.
Well, there's a dude with the YouTube
No,
channel.
I've done the bow. I've done the bow, not just like fucking.
Well, that's what I meant.
But I have done the. Okay, yeah. I have done the bow technique. That was fucking ridiculous, dude.
That's gnarly. You got to have like everything's got to be perfect in the world for that to happen.
Yeah.
You got to have the perfect everything for that to work.
You got to have the little peach fuzz in the fucking box. You got to have like everything has to be like super dry.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Carbon paper's probably the good cheat. There's a channel called Corporal's Corner, and man, he does it all legit, like bushcrafty shit, man. Teach you that wilderness survival stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun stuff. I like bushwhacking. I like land navigating.
Yeah, it'll teach you how to use a compass. You know.
Yeah, we had to do that in the Boy Scouts. We learned land navigation, and it was like they were like, you got to go to these 3 locations within a certain period of time, and then how do you know if you got to that location? There was a milk carton there, like a jug, like an empty milk jug, with like a word on it. You know, it was like lemon, and then the other one was like, you know, like badger or something. You know what I mean? So it was like you go there, you write down the word. That way, you know, you could prove that you saw that.
Yeah.
That marker.
I'd like to be able to figure out just with simple tools how to find my own coordinates. That would be a neat trick.
Like without a compass?
Well, I mean, I guess I would allow myself a compass, but just to find out what your coordinates are, like where you're standing, without a GPS.
Yeah. Well, if you have
There's
a
got to
map
be a
and a
way to.
starting point, like if somebody just like dropped you
Yeah, drop you.
into an area and you had the map and a compass, like yeah, you could figure it out within a half an hour, like where you are on that map.
Yeah, you'd have to do some dead reckoning and stuff.
Yeah, you'd have to like start looking for some fucking landmarks, start looking at the topography that
Yeah,
you're on, start looking at what the map is. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of fucking
they drop you
a
out
bunch of
in the
little
wilderness
tricks.
blindfolded.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that's what they did with the do you, I don't know if you were in the Boy Scouts, but they had something called
I
Order
did
the
a.
Arrow.
I
Did
did
you
a.
ever know about Order the Arrow?
No.
Order the Arrow is like a special thing within the Boy Scouts. And they like did some like testing and it wasn't hazing or anything. It wasn't like anybody beating up on you, but it would like you'd have to do like a trial where you would go for a weekend and you do work and you weren't supposed to talk like when I say work I mean like you would like clean out the cobwebs of the Boy Scout camp before summer camp started. You know what I
Right.
mean? You would like do like maintenance shit like cut wood and stack wood and shit for the camp. So but like it was kind of crazy because they would just like take you out into the woods and be like, okay, there you go, and then walk away. So you just like be staying like in the middle of the woods, like alone,
Yeah.
just
Apparently,
standing there. You know what I mean? And like, it's kind of it was kind of wild.
you should ask Kirby about this. But he's telling me like he at one point had a job where he was like a forester and forest management, and they actually put him at a lookout tower, and they just sort of
Mm-hmm.
dropped him out. He was at the middle of nowhere, just him and his dog, and he was
Oh,
just hanging out at the fucking fire tower.
see, that would be dope. But I would miss my kids like fucking within a day, within an hour, dude. I'd be like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'd be thinking about little people asking for pancakes and shit. I'd be like, I'm
Well, if
good.
you didn't have
I'd like
kids
to
at
go.
that point, you probably wouldn't
Oh,
have kids.
yeah. If I didn't have kids, yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. If I didn't have my own children, yeah, it'd be pretty rad.
That'd be kind of weird if you didn't have kids and you were worried about your kids.
Yeah, yeah, I would. Dude, I saw some jokes the other day. Like some girl was like, "Do you have any children?" And he was like, "Yeah, in liquid form." I was like, "Whoa!"
That's the kind of shit you leave it. That's the kind of shit you drop at the bar, man.
Yeah,
That's how you hook up with the
yeah.
chick.
It was a dude talking. He was trying to fucking razz up some chick.
That's a that's that subtle negging. Well, so how many more coats you got there,
I
Matt?
think
Just an update to everyone.
I think this might be the last one.
The final coat, everybody. You heard?
Yeah, but not the final. What? No, the final of these like fucking blendings.
Oh,
The
are you
final
gonna
of
seal it with like a clear sealant?
is there a sealant that's flexible?
I would imagine there is. You got to go to a
I'm
paint.
worried about the crackle. I'm worried about the crackle.
You got to add a. There's a admixture you put into it that'll allow it to be flexible. But you probably want like a matted sort of clear coat that's flexible. You
The
wouldn't
one
want
that I
something.
want.
You wouldn't want something shiny. That would be fucking lame.
No, no, I need it to be flat.
There's probably something out there.
I think it's fine. I don't want to seal it. I'm fine.
You could go to the
It's
auto
fucking
paint
pickle.
place and they'd probably give you something that'll do it.
I'm trying to not cut into my monies.
Oh well, then fuck them. They don't get a clear coat. Fuck them.
No clear. Oh, geez, but gee, you need that clear coat. Gotta have
I
that
used to
clear
paint.
coat.
I used to have such a shitty finish on my walls that I'd have to put in flat paint. And flat paint does not take any sort of abuse. It real fragile. But I had such a shitty, like, whoever did my sheetrocking at my old place, they fucked up my texture so bad. It was terrible. But the only thing that I could put on it to make it look normal-ish was a flat paint. It's a fucking nightmare, flat paint. It does not take any impact whatsoever. It'll flake off so easy. And smudges, takes fucking dirt. Basically a sponge.
I like that it's and I think they like that it's flat because then the lighting that they put on it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes lighting well.
Yeah. If any kind of shine to it, just like fucking blares back into the camera. So like nice flat, bright colors.
Yeah, it would reflect if it wasn't flat.
Yeah, so then after this, I just gotta like use the stencils to start painting on the logos, and I'll make the logos look like they're going in between these pieces.
Yeah, a little 3-dimensional action.
Yeah.
Little
And
optical illusion stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll let it sit. And so like today, it was like, okay, I've got the whole painting. I've got like the base colors, the base textures down. Everything's nice and smooth and flat. So then I could put this on here.
Have you laid out like all the graphics, or you know where all that's going?
Yeah. And then I made sure to like really focus on the center area.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like I did some bigger gradients outside on the borders and around the edges, but like this is going to be the focal point of the shooting. So all of this needs to be, you know,
more detail.
Busy. Yeah. Busier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Because nobody's going to see the fucking edge. So it's like if I sit here and I like start stressing about some gradient over on the edge, like nobody's going to fucking see it. It's wild when you realize like what reads on camera and like what doesn't. You know, it's like those first couple of paintings, like you spend a lot of time on the whole fucking painting, and then you like watch the feedback, you watch the footage, and you're like, oh fuck, like they didn't even see this part, like, and like when they did show some of the background, like it's blurry because it's in the background, so you're just kind of getting like shapes, like general shapes and shit, you know. So it's like, oh, okay, so you have to like adjust what you paint, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could squint your eyes and make them blurry to sort of compensate for.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. It's kind of like, but also sometimes they'll want to like zoom in on the painting. Like that's happened too, you know, where they'll like see something on the painting and like turn that into a focal point, you know, and it's like, so you kind of have to prepare for everything, I guess.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep. But no, I was never into Boy Scouts. I did a kind of Boy Scouts through the church that I grew up in. So
yeah, most of the Boy Scouts were faith based and church based. Like,
yeah. Well, this one was like a whole different. Like they called it something else. It wasn't Boy Scouts. It was something else.
Explorers.
No, it was called Royal Rangers. That's what we.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I remember that. I've heard of Explorers. I've never heard of the Royal Rangers.
But we did a lot of the same sort of skills. We got badges and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we had fun stuff. We had like, you'd have like the regular Boy Scout stuff, and then we would have like cool shit like high adventure shit. Like there was something called High Knoll, and like you couldn't go unless you were a certain rank and a certain age.
Right. It's like the Officers Club.
Yeah, a little bit, dude. It was fun, and like Order the Arrow felt a little more like, I don't know what the word. There was like a special handshake and shit. You know what I mean? There's like a code word and stuff. It felt very.
Oh, very Illuminati of you. Yeah, I got
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it felt like we're practicing Skull and Bones. You know what I mean? We're like this is all like we're practicing so when we're actually fucking ruling the fucking world, we're all like connecting up.
right, right. We do like camping trips and stuff like that. There was one camping trip we did, and one of my buddies, fuck, he brought some sardines, which was so nasty. He'd eat sardines out of a tin. Well, he had sardines that particular night. Rather than throw it where the designated trash was to go, he ended up throwing it near my tent. The next morning, there's bobcat tracks literally
Oh shit!
by where my head was inside this fucking tent. That son of a bitch. Fucking bobcat, man. You don't want to tangle with that shit.
No, they're like the size of a dog, dude. They're kind of big, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not like mountain lion big, but
You wouldn't want to fuck
they'll
with the
fuck you
pissed
up,
off
dude. Yeah,
barn
nah,
cat, dude.
no.
But a bobcat? Hell no, man. Nor mountain lion, nor any kind of big cat. Fuck that. You wouldn't want to fuck with a pissed off barn cat though either.
Fixing some shit.
I'm watching No Country for Old Men in the background here.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn, it is still friggin' 18 degrees outside right now. God damn, the sun's been out for a while.
What an odd movie, dude. You know what I mean? Like you expect this like big fucking ending with the dude, and like he gets killed in the fucking hotel, like off camera.
Yeah, I'm seeing a dead guy from that particular scene you're talking about right at the moment.
He's like, "Come on in, have a beer," and he's like, "Beer ain't good." She's like, "It's just a beer."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, but a beer leads to two beers, and then it leads to me fucking you." Yeah. He pulled the fucking Ethan.
Yeah, I have a
He was
lot of
like,
family in
"All right."
West Texas sort of area, so I understand the accent.
Yeah, sugar is fucking scary.
Cigar.
Sugar. What time is it? You don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, he was the best character that dude that plays the character. Like he was in Skyfall, man. He did a great job in that too. He
Yeah, dude. He
he
was like
played
trying to get all fucking queer with fucking Bond, and Bond was like, "Bitch." Yeah, he was good in Skyfall. I thought he was awesome in fucking Dune, dude. I thought when they were like, "Yo,
I never
he's gonna
saw
be."
that stuff. I didn't see it.
You haven't seen Dune yet?
Well, I've seen the David Lynch Dune. I haven't seen the new one.
The new one, the first part of it is pretty good. The second part of Dune is they like really altered it a lot, fucked it up.
David
But
Lynch.
the David Lynch one. All right, so like David Lynch one, he meets the girl Chani,
Uh-huh.
and they're just like fucking like they are
Sean Young.
down for each other.
Sean Young.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And David Lynch, he has Sean Young, and they like fall in love, right? She is like his fucking man, or you know what I mean? She's like,
He's down for the cause. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She's like, yo, Paul Atreides is my fucking man, and and in the book it's the same thing. But in the new one, it's like she's not really. Like she like doesn't like the way he's controlling the Fremen. Like she thinks that he's using the prophecy.
Is that just Zendaya though? Because
Yes, dude. I feel like it's her, dude. I feel like they gave her the script and she was like,
and
"Yeah, I'll do this movie, but I need to change a couple of things." I mean,
she's
I don't
just
want. Maybe it's not her fault, but
fuckers.
yeah, it's like why can't you just be an awesome fucking like like be Paul's first love? Like that's what she's supposed to be. Like she's Paul's first love. They have kids together. You know what I mean? Like
And she's negging him. Yeah, fuck that.
yeah, she's just like she's just eyeballing him all shitty while he's about to fight the fucking that Fade Ralta guy. It's like, man,
She's mean
why?
mug the whole time.
Yeah, dude. Just meanwhile, he's like, bitch, I'm trying to run the galaxy here. Like, I'm about to be the fucking emperor of the known universe, and you're fucking like nagging me. Yeah, dude, that's what it was. That's what it felt like. It was like, man, you tell that bitch
Yeah,
to
we could
shut
chalk.
up.
Maybe we could just chalk that up to Zendaya. Like that's just how she is.
Yeah, and it was weird because they're showing other Fremen chicks that like look hotter than her. So it's like, dude, this is the fucking Fremen chick that you're gonna fucking like hook up on? Like, there's probably some other hotter ones. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Risey's got all these videos of him and Zendaya. I don't get the attraction. I don't know what's up with that.
I think she looks pretty basic. I don't want to be mean, but she looks kind of basic to me, dude. She's
I mean, she looks like a
everybody in the movies with her. They all deserve a fucking Oscar for fucking acting like she's cute.
I mean, she looks decent. She
Oh, that
don't
was a
look. I
dickhead.
mean, she's not. She don't make me want to vomit in my mouth or anything. But she ain't
No. Also, like she's like
ugly.
fucking young as fuck. You know what I mean? It's hard to like talk about like I don't know. I mean, just on a general sense, like I don't think she has a very attractive face. But she has parents. They love her.
Yeah.
She's like, I guess, dating, or is she still dating Spider Man?
I think they're like all hooked up big time. Yeah.
What do you feel about that? How do you feel about like
I'm kind of like. I'm kind
people
of
in
in.
movies? Like it's like, isn't that like part of your job to like not fall in love? Like, isn't that part of the
Some
acting?
professionalism. I mean, who buys that?
Yeah.
Like, no, man. Like, dude, if I was an actor back in those days, like I'd be, yeah, I'll do 9.5 weeks with fucking Kim Basinger. Sure.
Oh my god, dude, I haven't thought about that movie in a while. It's funny as fuck. Them feeding each other fucking food.
That's back when Kim Basinger was just smoking hot, dude.
That's back when fucking Mickey Rourke looked like a human.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he didn't look like a mongoloid. And isn't he
Dude,
blaming that on?
he looks like a Neanderthal for real now, dude.
Well, and supposedly that was because of the boxing, and then he got plastic surgery. But I think
Yeah,
he's been
yeah. He took a break from acting. There was like, "You're such a good looking fella." He was like, "Well, let me fucking fix that," and like did a
it got
career
his
in boxing. Yeah, just
he
got his
turned his
fucking
face
face
into a
rocked.
catcher's mitt. Like
Yeah, dude.
like caught all the
I need
punches.
to prove something. Like, okay, you're gonna go prove something. Yeah, but like, just punch drunking my fucking self.
Yeah, you can't take like excessive. Like my grandpa fought. He was a boxer, and he had like fucking his like Scandinavian nose, and just fucking got his nose broken so many times. He had like you know how there's cauliflower ear from the MMA
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
He had a
He,
cauliflower nose. Like
oh
his nose
fuck.
had gotten that fucking traumatized from all the boxing. Boxing will fuck you up, man.
Yeah, anything where like you're part of the sport is contact with your head. Like it's like, oh yeah, you're just gonna get jabbed, Really?
Yeah, and you get knocked out. Like that's the point of the sport. Like one motherfucker is getting knocked out.
It's
Or
like
maybe
people are
both.
all shocked, like, oh my God, like people in the NFL have concussions. It's like, well, you fucking start the game with banging each other in the heads. Like, of course you're gonna fucking
Yeah,
of course you're gonna be semi-retarded.
I played linebacker when I was in high school, and yeah, you taking a lot of head damage, bro. I played like guard and freaking linebacker, and man, you get stung in the head quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, look, D-Wag's in the chat.
Mm. Mm.
What are you up to, D-Wag? What's your plan today, sir?
Kind of fucking clout fucking mining are you doing today?
That D-Wag. You scoundrel, you. You know what you did.
Dirty deeds done in Discord. Dirty deeds and they're done in Discords.
D-Wag told me that I got him 200 subs by making a suggestion to him for a short video. So you're welcome, D-Wag.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, everything is drying. I gotta let everything dry for a second. I think he's cut out these stencils.
You're my boy, Blue. Yeah, I love that line. Blue's my boy.
You're my boy, Blue. There's a lot of blue on there, isn't there? It looks like there's too much blue.
It's hard to tell. It looks balanced out.
I'm sending pictures. They're enjoying the pictures. So far the client is happy.
You got some complementary colors on there. Works for me.
Yeah, the color choices are corporate. I didn't really choose the colors. They were just like, here's our 4 colors.
Here's your palette.
Yeah. These are the colors we're using this season.
Damn, what the hell? It's making a lot of racket.
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's an ASMR.
On steroids. I think I'm gonna have to grill a steak today.
That should be every day.
I mean, I'll cook a roast and I'll have that. Like roast beef sandwiches. I'll do that a lot, and then I'll have like a steak every once in a while.
Yeah, there's something roasting upstairs. There's something in the pot roast. Like I could smell like the carrots and potatoes and the meat in there. But then
That sounds
somebody's
good for the cold weather. Yeah.
yeah, dude, but somebody's also made some brownies. Like last time I walked up there was some brownies cooling. So there's this
Damn,
fucking
dude, all hooked up, man.
yeah, dude, this savory smell and then this like warm, sweet fucking fudge smell. Oh, let me go downstairs in the cold.
Don't tell Ethan, man. He'll be knocking your door down.
How's that motherfucker gonna get out of the basement?
Well, he's got a stair lift. That's how.
Beep, beep, beep. He's got like a little forklift.
Well, haven't you seen a stair lift like in Gremlins? Remember the old lady?
Yeah, where they launched that bitch. Yeah.
The problem is those things have a weight capacity to them, so you gotta get the industrial.
Yeah, there's cranking systems like when you're taking an engine out of a car.
Yeah, super high torque.
Yeah. It's like a chain with a pulley system. So there's just a fucking cranking it.
Super granny gear.
Yeah, his weight is kind of a low hanging fruit.
It's still fun to me, you know.
I think that'll definitely be what fucking puts him in the hole.
It's just hard to live life when you're carrying around that much baggage.
Dude, the amount of money he spends on fucking chairs gotta be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you could get them in bulk, though. I mean, save a little.
Just breaking that shit everywhere he goes.
R.I.P. chair.
Just total cataclysmic failure. Just absolute fucking explosion in the pressure.
Dude, that's really bad. Like if you go to a diner, sit in a chair and flatten it. God damn. It's got to be embarrassing.
It's got to be. And then they talk about it. So, like, you know, Anna went on the show afterwards and they were like talking about it.
Yeah,
so she was like, oh, hey.
The story. Yeah.
Yeah. She was the one who was like, yo, like I was on their show and they were talking about your fucking, how you broke the chair. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking? I didn't break anything. She's like, yeah, I saw the chair. They still have it there.
No, it wasn't Ethan that broke it. It was his fat ass that broke it.
Also, that's what it is.
Also, they had to change the camera angles because it was such an unflattering camera angle for Ethan.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like I've seen some pictures of him at the cons. It's like, holy fuck, man! You fucking blimp.
Dude, that's the kind of stuff like you're gonna have to get hip replacement early in life.
I'm just like, just stay on the internet, dude. Just stay on the internet with your fucking camera angles, bro. Because in the real world, that shit is fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, man. Pretty soon, it's just you're gonna see eyes and a ball cap, and that's it. You're not gonna see anything else.
Just more and more beard. He's gonna grow the beard out to just fucking cover up his whole shit.
Or you could just do like the Avatar bit, you know. It's just hard, man. It's hard to live life with all that.
Yeah.
Quality of life is greatly reduced.
Quality of life, it's got to be bad. It can't be good. If you're so fat you can't touch the middle of your own back, like how are you fucking washing yourself? Like how are you able to fucking like maintain general hygiene when you can't reach parts of your own fucking body?
I don't know. You have to have like a giant magic wand in your shower, I guess. I don't know.
You know, having to exfoliate underneath the creases and then like fucking, I don't know. They got like powders and chafing gels and shit for fat people so that they don't, you know, chafe and get rashes. So he's got a fucking.
The thighs are dragging on each other. Wow.
Yeah.
Make interesting audio.
Yeah. But then they'll be like, yo, I'm just gonna wear like this drapey patterned shirt over some tight bedazzled pants. All
Yeah, I
right.
don't think he could swing corduroy pants because, man, he'd start a forest fire.
People will be like, what the fuck is that smell? It's like, it smells like pork rinds in here. What the? It smells like pork rinds and fucking tears. What the fuck is this?
You know, I might not be talking about all this stuff had Ethan not called me an idiot. You know, something to think about next time, Ethan.
You know, if Ethan hadn't started talking his shit about me, I probably would have just fucking not. I mean, he likes to talk shit. And then when you talk shit back, he turns into a fucking victim.
Poor thing.
That's why I like Zach so much more. Like, that's why I'm always going to work for Zach. Always. You know, he'll like talk shit about somebody, and then he'll say, "Hey, don't talk about this person," or you know, like, don't go after this person. Like, I'm talking shit, but like, don't. This isn't, you know, a call for you to go harass them. You know what I mean? Like he says that probably in every stream when he's talking about somebody.
Right.
But it's like
the audience might take it upon themselves to like.
But he's like asking him not to. It's like, look,
Get
I'm
their
sitting here
pound of
talking my
flesh.
shit. Yeah. But like Ethan is the opposite. Like he fucking like he tries to rally people to do his shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, dude, you're fucking shady, dude. You're not a very good leader.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
It's very odd to be like, he likes to throw out fatherless behavior. But then when you look at Noah's fucking book about their family growing up, like there's no dad on the cover.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's called One Dirty Tree. Like his brother Noah is also a cartoonist, and he puts out shit, and he put
Yeah,
out a whole like autobiography about it, and yeah, like the whole
I've heard.
family's on the porch of the front of the house except for his dad.
I haven't heard Ethan shit talk his brother, but I have heard that he's not cool with them. He's got a problem or some sort of thing.
Maybe because of some of the shit that Noah put in that book. Like fucking, yeah, it's not complimentary of Ethan. It makes Ethan look like a shithead bully of a big brother.
I'm gonna just go with what I already know about Ethan, and I don't really, I don't need to know.
Yeah, well, it's like you're like, man, this guy's just like a fucking shithead baby bully, dude. You know what I mean? And then you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And then you see his brother writing autobiographies, like describing him being a shitty bully growing up, and you're like, oh, I guess there you go.
Well, there you go.
There you go. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you add on that he's Mormon, and you're like, oh, okay, well, we all know what Mormons think about black people, so clearly, like his fucking issues and problems with Hair July are all based off of his fucking religious beliefs that black people are cursed.
That's fucked up. I wasn't aware that Mormon people held that value. No.
Dude, go to Salt. How many black people you see in Salt Lake City, dude? Not a lot.
Yeah, well, I haven't
Yeah,
been to
dude.
Salt
It's
Lake
like
City. I've
it's in one of their things. It's like they're fucking cursed.
I've been
That's
to like.
and they're marked. Their black skin marks them as cursed.
That's kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up, dude. Mormonism in general is fucked up. That's just like one aspect of it. It's just like what? Fucking cult.
Yeah, I don't want to start a Mormon jihad or anything. I've been to.
No, I'm not. Look, they could worship however they want. You know what I mean? As long as they follow the rules of the land. You know.
I've been to like Moab. I like Moab. Moab's cool. I've been to Landing. I mean, Utah's got some pretty areas. Pretty
Yeah,
state. I've never been to
yeah.
Salt Lake City.
It's a pretty state.
I've never been to
It's a
Salt
pretty
Lake.
state, but that's not due to fucking Mormons being there. Like it was pretty before that.
No, I think it had more to do with the Ute Indians.
Yeah, dude. You talk
That's how
about fucking
Utah got its.
Indians slaughtering. Fucking Mormons were fucking stacking them Indian bodies, dude.
Yeah, if I was of the Ute Nation, I wouldn't be a big fan. A lot of
No. Was that guy's name Brigham Young?
yeah. If I was the head of the Ute Indian tribe, I'd probably have a scalp a Mormon day.
Mm-hmm. I guess everybody back then was problematic, though.
Dude, the Wild West was wild.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm a big fan of Thomas Jefferson, but, he's fucking problematic with the whole slavery thing.
Well, I got some British heritage. When that side of the family came over, it was during the Civil War, and the dude went straight into the Union Army as soon as he got it.
Oh, really?
I don't want to hear a lot of slave owner comments thrown my way. It's like, quite the opposite. I mean,
I did like the Ancestry.com thing. I like spit in the thing and like sent it back, and that was pretty interesting. I thought that was,
Well,
and
I've
it kind
had a
of like
lot of family members do family trees and stuff and get real detailed, and so I know a lot.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow, it goes that far back. So it's like, so most of my people were here in the late 1600s, and they weren't like slave owners, but there was this thing called the Second Son movement.
Okay.
In Europe, and it was basically second sons of homes, because like the first son would inherit everything,
Right.
and the second son like wouldn't, right? So you just had like, you're basically born as a replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So you had like this whole movement of like second sons like moving into Virginia and Tennessee.
Yeah, because they're gonna make their own life.
Exactly. So they're like, well, I don't have anything here. My fucking older brother's not going to give me anything, so I'm just going to go to Virginia, or go to the Americas. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
But then I like talk about ancestry, and people are like, "Yo, you spit in a container and you sent it to China. Now they've got your DNA."
Yeah, but I mean, are you really that important to the CIA?
No.
Yeah.
No, but maybe the DNA is going to Wuhan, and they're creating a genetic database to create a fucking virus that goes only after white guys.
Making a new bat flu. Cool.
Yeah, where it targets specific genders and races.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sending unknowns my DNA. But I mean, if you think about it, they do blood test. Like when you get your physical, like they're gonna take blood, like they're gonna take the fluids. Like somebody's already got that shit anyway.
They take it. They take that shit. They clone you.
I don't know that they want to be.
I'm joking.
Me, man.
I'm joking. You see that movie? Remember the movie Us? Where like the people, there's all these clones of everybody underground, and they come out of the ground and start attacking everybody. You see that movie?
I didn't see it.
It's very odd. It was like that Kane and Peele, one of his movies. I think it's called Us, or maybe Them.
Oh, Them. Yeah. I think I know about it. I never watched it, but I think
Like these people are like showing up, and they look just like you. And they're wearing like an orange jumpsuit, and they've been eating like raw rabbit their whole lives, but they're like underground tunnels and shit. Yeah, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's a really weird movie.
I used to like the Simon Pegg movies, like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, that was a good one. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Like, I actually watched Hot Fuzz the other day. Yarp. Did you get it all done? Yarp.
What was the other one where they went to like all the pubs to the end of the
Into
world?
the World? Yeah, Into the World. That was cool. It was like they were all like fucking aliens, alien
Yeah.
pod people or something. Yeah.
Yeah. That was some fun stuff. I kind of like comedy movies, you know, or at least even if it's serious, you gotta have like some level of comedy.
Yeah. What do I want to watch? I saw on Netflix they have something called like American Primeval or something. It's like cowboy shit.
Uh huh. Oh wait, Frontier. Like I think there's a Frontier.
Ooh, yeah, I watched that. That was all right with Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right.
I want to see more westerns that are good. You know, I like that genre. And plus, TJ hates John Wayne, so it makes me like John Wayne even more.
TJ hates John Wayne.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I always thought John Wayne was a little corny. Like my guy is fucking Clint Eastwood.
Wayne's got good movies out there, though.
Like what? Like the fucking Rescuers or
Yeah,
fucking
The Searchers.
yeah, that's it. The Searchers.
Um, True Grit is fucking awesome.
True Grit is dope, dude. True Grit, his version is dope. I do like the new one.
Uh,
Yeah, I shot him in the back. Why? Because his back was to me.
I mean, I like Jeff Bridges' performance, but
Yeah.
I don't like the chick in it. Of course, I didn't like the chick in the first one, the John Wayne version either. It's kind of annoying. But I think that character she's kind of supposed to be.
Yeah. It's kind of be supposed to be a little bit of a butthole.
Annoying cunt.
Yeah.
That's her charm.
And then she like what grows up to be a fucking spinster anyway, so it's like, yeah, so she didn't change. Then you're being a butthole. Did I have something blow away?
I don't know. I'm kind
Yes,
of
I did.
looking at what movies I got available right now. My Amazon Prime. Ordained. Man, I never understood what his big depression shit was all about. It's a weird
Who?
guy. Anthony Bourdain.
Oh,
It's like, dude, you live in a fucking blessed life, bro. Like, what in the hell are you pissed off about?
I don't know. His girlfriend at the time was like fucking her co-star. So maybe that
Yeah,
like
but
him finding that
was
out like fucked with
like
him
he
a little
had
bit. Well,
sex
I'm
with
not saying kill. I'm not saying delete yourself over some chick. I'm just saying,
dude was
yeah.
married to another chick, and he had a girlfriend that he was getting all involved with, and
The actress, right? There was like a
yeah, I don't know, man.
yeah. It's a bummer.
Do it,
At least that's what we I mean,
get over
we're
it.
told he killed himself. Maybe he didn't.
No, it was a self-delete, from what I understand.
For sure, he wasn't part of the Hillary.
No, it weren't none of that. Just like moody, fucking depressed dude.
Yeah,
He
it's
could
a bummer.
travel
Don't
all over
do it.
the world eating fucking great food and getting shit faced all the time. I mean, come on, man. Like, what?
Man, it's fucking cold outside.
Yeah, I'll give you temperature out here. It is 20 degrees. We are 20 degrees.
Ooh. I'm gonna do a cleanup stream. All I do is fucking clean up.
Now we need to get you to organize that garage. Now that the world is seeing how messy your garage is.
Well, I never really use this garage.
Well, then create it. Put you epoxy flooring in there.
Yeah.
Get you French seats on the wall. Organize like get a floor jack for your vehicles.
What are you gonna watch next?
I'm looking on the Westerns channel on MGM Westerns. Trying to the good West coming up.
Can't go wrong with Josie Wales.
Yeah, Josie Wales. Oh yeah, the Who Shot Liberty Valance? A good John Wayne movie. Why wouldn't you like that?
I don't know. I don't like the John Wayne because it's some of his stuff is a little like hokey. Like it just doesn't
Hey,
look like
folks, are
real.
you kidding me, dude?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's almost like fucking. I don't know.
I
Who's
like
the
him.
guy who's the guy who had the horse called Trigger? Roy Rogers. It feels kind of Roy Rogery to me, like fucking vaudeville.
Rogers is Roy Rogery. Nah, man, he's like John Wayne's like never apologize. Show your weakness.
He's never apologized for his homosexuality.
Not homosexual. Get out of here.
Yeah, he was a homosexual.
Oh, fuck off.
Dude, John Wayne?
Dude, he has like a slew of kids. What are you talking about?
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. They're running his foundations right now, dude. Are you crazy? Get out of here with that shit. Talking shit about my man, John Wayne. Get out of here with that stuff.
I don't know, man. I saw him hanging out. I saw some photos of him hanging out with fucking Rock Hudson. I was like, what?
No way.
What? And tight little pants, tight little fucking. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You got Fort Apache. That's a good
What
one.
about the movie where he was Genghis Khan? That was a good one.
I never saw that. I don't know about that one. Fort Apache, like all the what is the guy's name? Ford. What the fuck is his name? Tom Ford. All his shit. Man, he's got some good movies, good flicks.
Yeah, Tom Ford. Isn't he one of the directors they sent over to film some fucking World War II footage?
I think it was the Korean War that he filmed, and it was kind of controversial because it had some stuff that was redacted in it. And but I think you can watch it now if you want to.
Yeah, it was like, or he was at Pearl Harbor filming or something. There was
Well,
like some director who was like there filming, and and he like got some shrapnel or something.
John Wayne was one of his actors, and he criticized John Wayne for not going into the military at World War II. I mean, he's descendant of the Ford family, you know.
Yeah,
He was not a fan of people that didn't serve in the military, and he
even
gave
Elvis fucking served.
a lot of people served in World War II. Fucking Jimmy Stewart
Stan Lee.
Jimmy Stewart was the highest ranking military officer that was an actor. I think he was like he was way high ranked.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's back in the day, man. Like the actors with like fucking Sinatra, military. You know, a lot of people. World War II. James World War II. Who else? Oh, fucking Paul Newman.
Paul Newman was in World War II?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, back in the
How
day.
how young was he, dude? Holy shit. Well, he was like he always seemed like an old man, didn't he?
Yeah, Paul Newman's a fucking G.
Dude, I love me some Slapshot, dude.
Paul Newman, G, bro.
People are like, "Oh, you talking about the guy who makes the dressing?"
And the pizzas and the fucking pizza sauce.
Yeah, the guy that makes the spaghetti sauce. Isn't that crazy? Like he went from being like, "Hey, I'm Paul Newman, the actor," to being like a fucking face like Into Mama.
Well, all the profits from that company just went to adopted kids. Like he had a foundation where all that money would just go back to special, kids that were orphans, basically.
Wow,
Like he took no
that's
profit, none. Yeah, Paul Newman's a cool fucking cat, man. I think his brother's alive.
Newman's best. All right, I'm gonna let that dry, dude. Like they're all rolled up, but if I like get them wet and then let them dry flat, they'll dry flat for me.
I mean, how are you gonna transport? Because if you roll it up, the danger is it's gonna crack, right?
No, it won't crack.
All right. There is an additive you can put with paints that'll make it more flexible, though. You should probably, for next time, look into it.
Word. I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah, call it a.
We've been going for fucking almost 4 hours. Cool Hand Luke. Yeah, dude, that's another good one.
Oh yeah, man, Paul Newman. And plus, Paul. The cool thing about him is he's also a fucking race car driver, really good race car driver.
Yeah.
And he taught himself late in life, but he loved racing cars, man.
Newman was a race car driver. You sure got to pay. Never did. You know
Really.
that song? Well, man, thanks for hanging out with me, dude. I'm gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, man. Later. Thanks for having me. And later.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, well, hopefully, the Risey thing will get all worked out at some point. I don't know.
Whatever.
It's
I don't
better
really care.
the fat guy than us fighting each other. I will say that.
Yeah, I don't want us fighting. I'm not really interested in the fighting over here, and that's why it was like, Risey, can you not start fucking shit between people?
Yeah, I know, and we
You
don't.
know what I mean? It's like, like the whole thing is like, hey, like let's
I'd
not
rather
fucking fight
fight.
anymore. Like that group over there are all eating each other's ass. Let them fucking fight.
Yeah,
And so
I,
then you got Risey like just starting like weird fake beats between people that like don't exist. It's just like fucking stop, dude.
all I'll say is the fight's over there, guys. It ain't here. So, um,
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. Just like, well, who's fighting with who over there now? Like, a year ago they were all fucking up each other's asses, and now they're like, it's fucking crazy. All right, you done?
yeah, I'm done. But
All right,
later, everybody.
later.